anything from them. So, Patrick Knight and Jim. Okay.
Well, we're live.
Yes, we are live.
Lovely.
So, hello. Welcome back to the Alchemy Bench. Joining us today, we have Jonathan.
Hello.
And Julie.
Yes.
And Phoenix.
Hello.
And Jim Jam.
Hey.
And special guest, Penis.
Well, hello there, everybody.
It is nothing special from Penis.
The eggplant on the YouTube video is perfect.
Yep. Are we the only people that call it aubergine?
In foreign languages.
In French, we call it aubergine too, but it's
God. Like come with a fucking
it's
French.
Like courgette. You're not the only ones to call it that. Those aubergine and courgette are French words.
Well, yeah, but like all things, we just steal other people's shit, whether it be artifacts or language bits. We just steal it. And take it.
Hi, everyone in the chat.
Grega and Ibot. And unfortunately,
David Skog says it's called the aubergine in Swedish too.
Oh, cool.
It's sort of like pineapple. Everyone else in the world calls it some variant of abacaxi.
Of ananas.
Mm-hmm. But I think I found like the perfect theme song for us. It's it's a viral thing that on Twitter.
Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Yeah, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Yeah, boomer.
No, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are those infants singing?
No. Oh, maybe. It's a TikTok. From a Latina Bernie stan.
So they're not literal infants. They're just, infants who are below the age of 30.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't Bernie stan one of those Central Asian republics?
I posted a link to the thing in the chat. But it went viral, and everybody's thirsting for this girl.
I love the fact that she's singing "Okay Boomer" in defense of Bernie Sanders, who is also a boomer.
Yep.
Which is quite fun.
We've been over this, though. Boomer is not an age group necessarily. It's an attitude.
It's a state of mind.
Well, that's true.
Like Paul Joseph Watson and Ben Shapiro both boomed the fuck out.
Oh,
although I will say that I've coined the term boomer Stockholm syndrome for like millennials and Gen Zers who portray a boomer attitude, but they don't really seem sincere about it. So because they think that, I don't know, they think it's gonna save them or get them ahead of all the other young people. Just
on a related note, we already learned today that in Stockholm they call it an aubergine. So,
how about that? People in the chat, give me money for a new laptop. I put my fundraiser link there. I'm having a fundraiser for a new laptop because mine is dead, and I'm currently watching the stream on my parents' desktop in the basement. Yeah, and I need a laptop so I can do my schoolwork and do my freelance work and do host shit. So please help me get one.
Mm-hmm. And I just realized I haven't tweeted out the stream to all the bajillion places I usually tweet this out to. So it's just
no wonder we only have 11 viewers. God, Jonathan.
I know. I'm slacking.
I feel like I've been neglecting my own LeftTube posting Facebook group because I've been focused on my community care page, which I will put in the which I will link in the lovely chat.
Mm-hmm.
Go check it out, and if please check it out. Give it a like if you haven't, and if you have a community care need or like mutual aid need, like a fundraiser to get new equipment or pay for transition or pay to travel to move in with your partner or whatever, contact me. I will boost your need. Ugh.
Mm-hmm. All good. Solidarity and like mutual aid.
Yep.
That's how we survive the travails of capitalism.
Yeah, if we weren't all broke, it would be better.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We just, my ex-partner and I just updated our situation on the taxes website. And I just learned that I have to pay 47 euros of taxes a month, every month, from my 300. I'm in a slight panic right now.
Oh, baby, honey. Take it from someone who did have who had like a slight panic attack this morning. Just remember to breathe. Try to stay in the moment as best you can, and like you'll get through this. I promise.
And remember to burn down your local tax offices.
That too.
Literally.
Well, no, taxes are useful, but
Well, yeah, but
welcome in Macronia, you know, where the poor are paying taxes.
yeah, exactly. But the rich aren't. So, I mean, are they actually that useful overall?
Ugh.
So are you
Not
suggesting we go full Robin Hood on this shit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I was body able, I swear.
Okay, look, Kevin Logan, if we're going full Robin, you're the one that can speak with an English accent.
That's
Yes,
true.
Robin Hood the Brummy. That's your accent,
Yeah,
right,
but
Kevin?
I see Kevin more as
Sure, Forest isn't that far
as
from it.
brother Tuck.
Yeah, I could do that.
You know, the guy
quite
who
like the-
brews the beer.
Oh, the robe as a onesie. That's quite cool.
Mm-hmm.
It has
Sort of like
pockets.
an ecclesiastical moo, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a onesie with pockets.
Pockets are
Jonathan
important.
is definitely Will Scarlet.
Yes, I was like thinking it's like yes, I would be that one, the one with the fabulous hair with the knives, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And John would be, well, John.
Yeah.
Little John?
Yeah. But I don't see you as little, though.
Well,
I don't know how tall you are, but you seem tall.
I'm average height, nothing special.
Okay.
Define average height.
5'9", 5'10".
Okay, so I'm 5'7", so it's just like yeah, just slightly above average height, but I don't mind.
So
I'm
a giant.
5'1".
Oh, good lord.
You're 1 inch taller than my stepmom. She's only 5 feet.
Yeah, but no, nothing. I was going to say something demeaning about myself. I try to not do that, especially when I'm not doing well.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
definitely don't. No negative self-talk. Just like, or if you do negative self-talk, reframe it. Like I like to call myself a beautiful disaster and perfectly imperfect, and that's empowering.
Yeah, that's why I like how John Brockman on our Patreon page has called the majority of us the irregulars because
Irregular
of,
regulars.
irregulars, yes. Because there are sometimes where even I'm not in the stream, which is rarer. And
Almost never, yeah.
The only time
Once it happened once when you were nerding out at a convention.
And then it happened the next following month when we're nerding out of the convention. But which actually interesting thing, okay? Apparently because of the coronavirus, the COVID-19 virus.
What the fuck is happening now?
There are 6 cases in King County, last I knew, but
No, I mean there's drums in the street. What the fuck is it?
Oh, okay.
Is it
Mardi
the
Gras?
Asian New Year?
Possibly. I have to look it up.
Let's see.
Well,
Yeah.
Chinese New Year just happened.
Yeah,
No,
Lunar
the
New Year.
Vietnamese New Year
Celebrated
is February
differently.
12th.
Okay.
I know Lent.
No,
I know
that's
Lent-
not it. So
I know Lent started last week, I think.
Yeah, Lent started last week because Easter is going to be in the 10th on April or that weekend on April because that's when SoccerCon is, and SoccerCon is always on Easter weekend and the
yeah, I don't know. It's finished. I don't know.
Okay.
Anyways, I don't
Guess
know
what
what
starts-
that was. It. Okay.
Guess what starts tomorrow? Daylight savings time starts.
Oh yeah, you're changing time tomorrow. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yes.
We're springing
I
forward.
know. Yeah, I know.
We
a lot of
do
people,
in 3 weeks in Europe.
I see. I know people. I know people hate that they lose an hour of sleep. Personally, as someone who takes evening classes,
Mhm.
one evening class on Mondays and Wednesdays, I'm just like, oh, it's gonna be so great. It's gonna be light out when I leave class. I'm not gonna trip over my own feet.
Yeah, but we're going to
Well,
lose
wait.
1 hour of sleep. I'm not looking forward to it.
I don't sleep at all anyway, honey. So that doesn't affect me.
Yeah, I don't either. But
I didn't sleep at all.
I mean, I get it, but I'm so I miss light. I miss there being light out during the.
Yeah.
oh, for
During the
fuck's sake!
evening.
So okay, there's some kind of party outside. So you'll excuse me if I'm.
But
I
Alright.
don't know if you hear it when I'm talking, but
No, we don't.
not.
Mm-mm.
okay, that's that then.
Let's see. You're French, so it's probably a football thing. Football.
No, they don't play drums when there's football. They blow in horns and stuff like. They are not very sophisticated.
You live
I
near the
don't-
mountains. Any people with
Right.
lederhosen?
What?
You live near the Alps. I assume everybody there wears lederhosens and does weird stuff.
That's
Yeah,
just Germany.
Lyon isn't near the Alps. It's 80 miles away from the mountains. There's no mountains here.
I want to look it up because I think it's just like a black forest in Germany or maybe all of Germany that wears lederhosen.
I mean, you Americans should really stop trying to do geography.
True. Very true.
Well, you kind of suck at it, so
Yeah.
it's not your fault. Your country is too big. You act like stuff that are 80 miles away are near, but they're not.
Mhm.
We
They are.
can't.
That's
we
only like an
can't-
hour's drive away.
We can't see the fucking mountains from here. It's not near.
Oh yeah,
I was born in a
Um,
city where you could drive for 10 minutes and be in the mountain. That was in the Alps. We're not anyway near the Alps.
that's very that's something. All right. Yeah,
Cogs.
America's not like that. Mm-mm.
I can see a mountain actually right wherever south is Mount Rainier, the third highest peak in continental United States, and it's a dormant volcano.
I am a man mountain, so.
Yeah, the closest mountain I know of to where I live is Sugarloaf Mountain, and I don't think it's 10 minutes away, a 10-minute drive, but I don't know. Let me just look that up. I'm looking it up because of course I am.
We don't have mountains here.
Yeah,
They were
you have
banned.
hills that you call mountains.
Yeah, we have hills. Mountains were banned in 1850.
Mm-hmm.
You have nice cliffs, though.
We do have
You-
nice cliffs, that is true, but no mountains.
You've
Which is
written
okay.
flatland.
What the fuck is the point of mountains? They're just in the way.
The point is the bit at the top.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you.
I don't come here for dad jokes. I don't appreciate the dad jokes.
That is absolute peak dad humour.
Oh, shit.
Lord.
I wasn't paying attention and I'm happy.
Yeah. But
Okay.
let's hope once I clip this and put it into a future video, then you're gonna hate Kevin Logan.
Oh,
Okay,
this is a slippery slope if ever I've seen one.
I will never hate Kevin Logan, even if he makes
Same.
puns.
Same. Okay, so I did a Google Maps thing, and the fastest way to Sugarloaf Mountain from my house is it still takes like over a half hour to get there.
Sugarloaf Mountain. That's got to be from a kid's cartoon.
No, it's
HR
an actual mountain
stuff.
here in the U.S.
Nah,
No, it's from My Little Pony or some shit. Definitely. Pinkie Pie and the other one go to Sugarloaf Mountain, and I don't know, what do they do? What do those horses do? I don't know.
well, there are
Fart
horses.
rainbows.
There's also Pegasuses. There's also unicorns, and there's also alicorns. Just
And
like
ponycorns and cornycorns.
oh yes, the cornycorns and ponycorns. And if you want to be a cornycorn and want to be a ponycorn,
Puñado, don't you dare starting speaking Spanish.
What about the cattle
They're all
corns?
horses.
I don't know about the tetracorns. We can
The
learn more.
cattle corns.
The kettle corns. The kettle corn. Kettle corn is delicious. Yes.
Actually, I'm pretty sure someone.
Oh my God. Cognitive Society says I'm 80% here for letters and our beautiful accent. You Americans are fucking weird. My accent is
Cog
awful.
is Brit. Cog is from England.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Cog
it's
is
even
British.
worse. You're not supposed to like my accent.
Yeah, Cog, you're going to lose your passport, mate. They're going to kick you out if you start making things.
He already lost his passport. Then they gave him this blue thing, and like
It's
Oh,
not
but
even
you-
blue.
Yeah, how many millions a week have you got back, Kevin?
Nothing. We've lost.
I'm so sorry. I'm,
It's
I'm-
nonsense. The latest to this week, the British government came out and said that if necessary, they would use the navy to intercept foreign fishing vessels. They're going to start a war over fish.
well, foreign, it means ours, no? Because,
possibly Norwegian.
Well, basically, yeah, but you got Norway in the north.
oh, okay.
But basically, yeah, mostly French and Danish. Yeah, Belgian. But it's fish. Like, is that? I don't remember that being put on the side of a bus. Vote Brexit, get war over
Nope.
fish.
Yeah, so brown people and fish.
Yeah, we get rid of brown people. We get rid of. The thing is, it's such nonsense anyway, because we get to fish the waters anyway. That's the whole point. 'Cause
Cognitive
fish-
Society says, true, Kevin, I'll lose my citizenship. That they'll
Yeah.
send me to the agriculture camps.
Exactly. What was the point of the Battle of Trafalgar if you're going to start liking French accents? Dog. It's embarrassing.
You like it too. Don't act like you don't.
I do. It's lovely, yes. Yeah. But I don't
It's-
get why Americans like the British accent. That's especially mine, because mine's fucking awful.
Yeah, I don't get it. When people speak French with a heavy accent, it pisses me off. So I don't get why English speaking people like how I speak. It's I don't know. I am trying. It's better than when we started the podcast.
I'm purely fascinated by accents from an art standpoint. I personally have spent some time trying to perfect an Australian accent, and I looked up ways to do this because of course I did, because that's what I do. Yeah. It's coming along. Excuse me, it's coming along just fine.
I can do bad accents with my okay impersonations of like people from Australia.
Je
No,
n'aime
don't.
pas les étrangers. That's
Please.
all I can say.
Don't.
I won't.
Yeah, I've done the weird autistic research I like to do, like for accents, but also I've listened to a lot of ASMR videos. from Australian people. They're quite lovely. I listen to a lot of weird ASMRs that I'd rather not tell everyone about.
That's okay.
John is having the time of his life with your little how do you call that space on the YouTube video.
I know. I am
Her
personally
label.
responsible for all of the bad things, and
It's
I
no,
am
no,
not
it's
apologizing.
it's not bad. It's silliness incarnate. He's having he's living his best life right now. With
Of course I am.
Jamie poisoned our water supply, burned our crops, and delivered a plague unto our house.
everyone, shut up! There's a cat on screen.
What? Cat? Oh my gosh, kitty.
Hi, baby.
I love.
Cat butt.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I think Rory Cat is right here.
What? You don't have video? Oh.
Hang on. Say hello, Rory Cat.
Or
Hi,
cat.
Rory. Bonjour, Rory.
Sasha is Rory Katz's Russian cousin.
Oh, I don't have a cat. My dogs are upstairs because they don't know how to act when they're down here. Oh, hey, handsome Rory.
Hello.
I can
Didn't
teach
you
you all
stub your
to
toe?
swear in French without accent if you want.
I just know Merde and Zoot.
Yeah, but
I
you have an accent. Zoot
just-
is not a swear word. It's
Yeah, that's what they use to like when they had to censor out Merde in like Bill and Ted's like Excellent Adventure for TV broadcast.
yeah. Zoot is the equivalent of shoot. Oh, shoot.
Mhm.
I know merde because it's the French equivalent of my favorite swear word, and
Shit.
mierda is the Spanish equivalent of it.
Mm-hmm.
And in
Yeah.
German, it is shite.
Isn't it-
Scheiße.
Isn't it something that I have
Scheiße,
a-
yeah. The English call it shite.
Ich scheiße gern.
Isn't it something that I have a favorite swear word? It's something all right. Something special.
I like all swear words, almost.
Like
In English, I quite like cunt, actually. I know it's a controversial
America,
word
it's very,
in,
very
in,
bad.
in the US, yeah, but I like it. It's
Yeah.
I like that word.
yeah,
Work
I
it's
use-
used.
I use a derivative of that to describe a number of people. And sometimes I do it so often, I sometimes forget. Like, okay, this is actually a rude word that a lot of people don't like. So maybe I should.
What's the derivative you use?
Cunty. I've noticed that there are a lot of like really terrible people with beards that I've responded to, so I've started calling them some variation of cunty beardo.
Hashtag not all beards.
Mhm.
Yes, fair. Like Magog is cunty goth beardo.
Mm-hmm.
Bosch is cunty dirtbag beardo.
Yes.
My parents are both home. They're gonna hear me say all this stuff. They're gonna be like, where did we go wrong? I can't worry
In
about
French,
that.
I like connard and connasse. It's loosely the equivalent of bitch, but it's not gendered.
That's fair.
Well, it's gendered, but there are both genders that exist in French because we don't have any neutral in my language. It doesn't exist.
Yeah, I've noticed that in a lot of different languages.
Well, all Latin languages, we don't
Mhm.
have neutral,
Yeah, I've noticed. Like,
But German does.
which is weird because there are neutrals in Latin itself, but not in Italian, Spanish, and French. That's weird.
Hmm. Damn men. Damn the patriarchy too. Really, it's like
Leftos at Sac asked me how problematic is putain. It's
Is it like whore in English?
Yes and no. The meaning shifted quite a lot. Some very hardcore feminists don't like the use of it. I personally use it a lot because it's more in meaning. It's more the equivalent of fuck than whore. A whore is a pute, not putain. P-U-T-E. And
That's the thing that these kind of grammar people, or the proper English is it, but the Académie Française, that
oh god, yeah,
things move, language moves. The
yes,
idea is absolute
meaning shifts, and
Exactly.
I mean,
Like gender,
pretty sure
language is fluid.
I don't know anyone who calls sex workers putain in French. No one does it. I think no one has called them like that in 20, 30 years at least. So, Lefto, I don't think it's problematic personally, but I'm not the queen of the French language. So some people find it problematic. I don't.
Oh, I thought they elected you queen of the French language. Wait,
No, let's just the old one.
Fair.
What?
Tom's not here, so you're the oldest one on the podcast.
Well, old one, as in
when Tom isn't here, I'm always the oldest one. So
yeah.
Yeah, just turned 41. That's even weirder than the 40. I don't know. It's
a prime number. That makes it special.
The older you get, the faster it goes. It does it.
Mm-hmm.
That's quite scary.
Mm-hmm. You're not the queen of the French language. You lied to us, Comrade Ibot said.
I never said I was a queen. I am, however, a goddess empress.
Fair.
And also a mermaid witch.
And
that's
also
nice.
a mermaid witch.
I just checked my email. I got a couple new followers on Medium. I'm actually in the process of. I made an announcement on my Patreon. I don't know how many of you guys follow it. That this month I'm going to be working on projects related to ableism.
Yes, I am. Bonrek. On the podcast, I am the oldest. When Tom is not here, obviously.
Since I have a week off, a couple weeks for spring break, I can do actually a couple videos about ableism. I wanted to write at least one piece on Medium about an ableist issue, and I think that piece is the piece I write is going to be about like woke ableism in terms of labeling things slacktivism, because like I don't think basically I'm not going to spoil too much of what I'm going to write, but basically I don't think slacktivism is a very useful term. I think it's very demeaning, and it's just like, and the reason it's ableist is because like there are a lot of disabled folks who can't like hit the streets and can't like and don't have all the emotional energy to engage every Tom, Dick, and Harry with the debate.
Sasha.
And that's just like so we shouldn't be treated like we're invalid for that. So that's gonna be what I'm gonna write about on Medium. I'm gonna make two videos about ableist issues. One is definitely gonna be about like how romanticizing of mental illness basically.
Well, having a mental illness makes you more creative, so you're a better artist.
Oh, fuck that shit.
Please don't say that. Even as a joke, don't say that. Like, because it legitimately stops people, especially young people who are artists, who are suffering from depression or like drug addiction. Like, stops them from
No,
getting
but
help.
it's remember
It's the inspirational
conversation.
thing.
Remember when the conversation we had with Mehmet about that
Nope.
when he was wondering
Other than that,
It is in the highlights of that Jonathan made about that conversation we had. We talked about depression for I don't know, 45 minutes maybe.
Yeah, 27.
And he talked about, because he's a musician, and he talked about how antidepressants were kind of fucking with his creativity, but that it's worth it.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I mean, personally, like I've been in such a funk lately, partially because I haven't been. I was between psychiatrists, so I was off my meds for a while. But I got to see a new psychiatrist yesterday, and I got back and I'm getting back on my meds, and I feel better already. I mean, I feel like I'm not depressed. Like I don't want to just sit around doing nothing, even though my leg is still broken. I want to get up. I want to do things. I want to solve my problems.
Well,
Just
maybe
remember-
wait until your leg is healed, so it doesn't take more time.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm pacing myself. My podiatrist wants me to spend at least another month in the boot. Well, I guess it will be a few weeks now because I saw my podiatrist a couple weeks ago.
Gypsy Doodle in the chat says, "I'm mentally healed and I have the artistic ability of a 5-year-old. What the fuck, dude? I feel cheated."
Well, 5-year-olds can be pretty creative.
Yes.
Because
They don't talk about creativity though. They talk about artistic ability. Ability comes with training, babe.
Mhm.
yeah,
You don't get it just by being creative. You can be creative and suck at everything, and you can be like me, be very skilled at everything, but having the creativity of a wooden chair.
remember,
Yeah, if you want to see a fine example of someone who's creative but shit, go to my channel.
you got hard on yourself. Remember, GD, remember this? Sucking at something is the first step to becoming sort of good at something.
You're not shit, Kevin.
Yeah, your videos are great. If your videos are bad, why would the alt-right be trying to silence you?
Well, that's just the content. The actual production values are appalling.
Yeah, production value is overrated. It's a rich people thing, and fuck it.
Besides, I don't know, like the 90% of the things that my video editing software there does, I have to go to YouTube to find tutorial videos for that or Skillshare.
You know who has really good production values? PragerU.
Who?
PragerU.
Yeah, and they're awesome. PragerU are the best. They're so good. Oh my god.
Do they have good production value though? They don't really.
They don't have a lot of creativity, but they spend a lot of money on what they do.
They've got good transitions and stuff, but the artists they employ to draw people are fucking dreadful. They don't look like people. They look like weird, like melted waxworks of people.
Yeah.
Well, have you seen Dennis Prager?
That's true.
That's plot twist. That's how.
No body shaming, John.
Yeah, but
The
it's
problem with
Prager.
Dennis Prager is not that he's fucking ugly, okay?
But he is
Okay.
also ugly. Well,
Even if he is, it's not. If he was a good person, it wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's like you criticize Prager for the rightful things to criticize him. So
If you're a good person, you're already beautiful.
yeah.
This is what happens when you read so many self-help books. Although I do believe it. To a degree, I do believe it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
production value is. It's nice when I don't know. I don't feel people who are like Kevin, for example, or Phoenix, or even myself, if I ever get on with it, who are kind of begging on the internet for money is something we have really to worry about. It's not for us.
It's just like, yeah, it's like I do. My whole mindset is I do what I can as a penniless cripple who's just trying to get into grad school and trying to move forward in life. I do what I can. I don't have a lot, but I think that's what we all do.
Yeah. They're just like we do the best way we can. But I do enjoy your videos.
Also, Kevin, you always show Rory cats, and in my opinion, it's very high production value.
That's true. He is high production value, definitely.
I mean, any time you show a cat on screen, it makes it art. I'm sorry, but that's how it is. It's not my fault. It's fact.
Yep. Cats are to YouTube what naked ladies are to Renaissance art.
Yes.
Yep.
Naked
I
fat
can't-
ladies
Fat naked ladies. Yep.
Yeah, I can't wait.
with urns because
Can't show bush,
that's-
only bush.
no urns. You
Yeah, I
know
can't-
that's Colon and Nobby Knobs
Yes.
who talk about it when they're in the museum. That it's only art if the naked ladies are next to an urn.
Mhm.
Or a
Well,
vase. It's
yeah.
silly. But it's Colon
Yes.
and Nobby Knobs, so of course it's
Yeah.
silly.
Can't wait to finally get out on my own and be able to adopt cats, and maybe share my home with some large, lovely women if I'm so inclined. That's what I do if I won the lottery. I would just buy my own cute little cottage. It was like disability accessible and
Jamie, John just called you a melted frosty. So if I were you, I would rebel.
I think the accusation is that I melted Frosty.
Oh,
Hmm.
who's
She
Frosty?
melted Frosty the Snowman.
Oh yeah, I actually went back and I watched that old Rankin Bass special.
Yes.
I don't understand that reference.
Frosty's
It's a-
snowman. Frosty's. I'm about to sing again.
He was a magic dancing
Yeah,
snowman.
Yes,
yeah,
it's old.
there was an animated special by Rankin Bass, and
Yes, animated short.
I checked the comments purely because I expected people to be making jokes because the main kid in that is a little girl named Karen, and I was blessed because there were jokes about like I can't believe Karen never asked to speak to the manager in this special. And which I came up with the headcanon that she's saving that for when she gets older. Her kids in the future are going to build a snowman in front of the doorway of a store. The workers are going to ask them to not do that and destroy the snowman. This will trigger a memory for Karen, and she'll demand to speak to their manager for hurting her kids. I am so bizarre.
I'm sorry, but John, of course you would be art. She's pretty as fuck.
Melted Frosty and Olaf. Olaf is creepy. You deserve a medal for melting him. Olaf is creepy. He looks like he would smother you in your sleep, like by just taking a pillow and pressing it over your face.
Okay, so what happened in the US this week? Elizabeth Warren dropped out.
Elizabeth
Yes.
Warren dropped
Yeah.
out. She hasn't yet
Yeah.
whatchamacallit anybody.
Endorsed
Endorsed. Thank you.
anyone.
Right.
A lot
Right.
of Warren supporters on Twitter, though, are being very classy and saying they
Yeah.
will vote for Bernie, even though the Bernie bros are a bunch of
Mhm.
Yeah.
dicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, I really like Bernie. I just hate that he attracts so many garbage humans,
Yes.
Mhm.
like 90% of BreadTube, for example.
Mhm.
And Chapo Trap House.
Yeah, he
Mhm.
attracts white dudes mostly.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Joe Rogan.
But it's like he's done
So-
so much. He has like done and stood up for a lot of important things that affect people who aren't like bougie white dudes. So
True.
I mean, he's a politician. It's not his responsibility to police people on Twitter.
right.
True.
But
I mean, if I decided I didn't like everything just because of its fans, I wouldn't like My Little Pony.
Yes. We already covered about the bronies.
Yeah. Didn't Bloomberg drop out this week, or was that
Mhm.
last week?
It was last week, and he spent
all-
about $500 million just to try to like buy his
who
way.
cares about This motherfucker, anyways.
Yeah,
And
can
he
we-
still has more billions that he can easily spend on whatever.
How dare you, Leto?
I-
Michael Bloomberg is a visionary who saw that America needed to come together. And he thought, what better to do than to spend $500 million of my own money to make both sides of America hate me? The
I
man's
wonder
a
what-
genius. He's
I
the
wonder what
hero
kind of-
America needed right now.
I wonder what kind of
Yeah,
what
he's
kind
the
of sauce-
Elon Musk of politics.
I wonder what kind of sauce. What kind of sauce Bloomberg will taste good with.
I really don't want to talk about billionaires right now. Actually,
Okay.
I'm sorry, but I'm
difficult
in
to talk
full
about
financial
American politics,
panic, and I really don't want to talk about billionaires. I'd
Can we-
rather talk about
You can't even talk about what sauces they taste good with.
politics in a
Okay,
larger.
fair. Okay, that's fair.
Also this week, somebody unfurled a Nazi flag at a Bernie rally.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
it would be good that people remember that Bernie Sanders is Jewish,
Mhm.
and that Jewish people are heavily racialized, and so even if they are technically white,
Yeah.
Well, they're
they are
light skinned.
not
They're not white. White,
They
like
are
Boomer
not-
is.
white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
According to Colorado Springs Anti-Fascist on Twitter, the guy who unfurled the flag has been. They know who it is. A neo-Nazi named Robert Starkison.
Okay.
Name and shame. Name
Well, I do
and
hope
shame.
that Antifa take appropriate action.
Oh, they will. I
Let's
have
just be
no
necessarily
doubt
vague.
about it.
They're
They
reporting his
usually
YouTube
will.
channel.
They usually do, but
They're
Yeah,
reporting his YouTube channel.
Oh, I want to mention something from my state. Our governor declared a state of emergency because there are 3 people in my county, no less, who contracted coronavirus.
There's like 6 in my county and King County in Seattle.
I don't get it. I don't get the panic of that thing is less contagious than the flu. It kills, or the measles for that matter. It kills less people than the flu or measles for that matter.
Yeah, but it's
and
Asian and it's new.
So
And-
So
and
the
and
people who are against mandatory vaccines against measles, for example, are losing their fucking shit over an illness that is less contagious and less lethal.
Well,
Vaccinate
there's not just that.
kids, pets, and self.
What's that, Kevin?
I was just going to say there is a racial component to this, outside of the one
definitely.
that John alluded to. That obviously this is an Asian thing, white people, all that.
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah.
really
If you look
like,
at the fact that, sorry,
really like all the prevention stuff is like super basic. Like if you're not like you're able to get a flu shot, wash your hands
Yeah.
wash your hands properly. I mean,
but it kind of goes.
my mother actually has a thing where she teaches her kids like you should wash your hands for 30 seconds. Like
Mhm.
I think she does the thing where she tells them to like recite the alphabet backwards and forwards, or just recite the alphabet as you wash your hands.
Or
You
sing
know
the
you've done
birth,
it long enough.
or sing the birthday song as you're washing your hands. Some would suggest like the chorus to "Oops, I Did It Again." Yeah, let's just think of like any.
I
song.
mean, you don't need to wash your hands for an eternity. Just wash them. Don't put your fingers in your mouth. Wash your hands and stop being an asshole.
Yeah,
But there's-
I
what
have
do you
to
say?
admit, keeping my hands away from my face has been hard because like
That is hard for me too.
I'm
that's how-
unable to
that's
do
how
that.
I
I
can't.
will
like-
never stop playing with my beard.
that's how I stim like
That's why I said don't put your fingers in your mouth.
I'm also a nail biter, so
Yeah, try to avoid it. I know it's hard, but honestly, it's how your nails and your fingers are filthy. Don't put them
Yeah,
in your
that's
mouth.
that's that's why you should wash them. Wash your nails when you're washing your hands.
Even when you wash them.
I think part of the thing that about hand washing is getting so much emphasis is that a lot of people like, I'm not going to generalize any certain groups, but a lot of people think of washing your hands just running them under like warm water for 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Mitchell is saying, did you see the stock market saying everyone should contract it, the weak would die, and the Dow could return to normal?
Who said that?
The stock market.
market.
Just the stock market in
No.
general? Or
No.
is there a YouTuber called the stock market?
I mean,
So, can we get
stock
the
market
now?
journalist.
Mm.
I mean, even if we ignore the ableism here, which I don't want to, but even if we do, no, that's not how it works.
Mhm.
But as to Leto's point about it being overblown, I think if you compare it to, say, the fact that tens of thousands die every week of starvation.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
Brown and
starvation is not an illness. I don't think it's a fair comparison. That's why I chose the flu, because a lot of people die of the flu because they refuse to vaccinate. And
No, but the point being is it's a massive problem, but it's happening to brown and black people, so the West don't care.
Yes, I know, but let's
the rich
not
are not
compare
affected by
pears and apples,
True.
The response to an illness should be compared to the response of another illness. While I agree with the sentiment, and I am revolted by it, I don't think it's a fair comparison. But I mean, just look at the flu.
Yeah, or like the H1N1 flu that we had before, the swine flu that we had before.
There was a panic about that one too. But
yeah, well, the panic I was referring to as well, because it was just
it was completely blown out of proportions too. I mean,
yeah, that was my feeling on the subject too.
Even if you catch the illness, the coronavirus thingy, if you're not in the I forgot the word, in the population that is weaker,
immunocompromised.
No, if you're not, but I mean,
elderly babies,
the elderly
children,
and babies. I mean, it's just like any other illness. If you're not, you'll survive. You're not going to die if you don't have. Oh my God, there's a word to talk about that population.
Immune deficient or immune?
No,
immune compromised.
It's a stupid. It's a everyday word. Vulnerable people.
Vulnerable people.
Oh my God! For fuck's sake! I hate my brain sometimes.
It's yeah.
Anyways, if you're not in the vulnerable people, just like any other illness, that's, I mean, like the flu or I don't even like pneumonia. I mean, if you're not among vulnerable population, you're not going to die of it. We're in 2020, for fuck's sake.
But if like it would be
well,
nice.
maybe in the US, because you need to be a billionaire to have actual healthcare, but
yeah, that's the problem. And sick days, and it's like, but for the people who would be more likely to be interacting with more people, would be serving your burgers or like bagging your groceries or counting the change at the gas station or the grocery store. And it's like, can they afford to like not take the day off? And also a lot of people to the grocery store.
One can afford to not take day offs when you are sick.
I do remember I hate my my most recent retail job with a burning passion, but like I do remember some like good things about it. One of which was like some of my coworkers and some of the managers. Like one of my managers, God bless her. One day I think it was in like 2010 maybe. I was sick. I was very visibly sick, like with the flu. This was before I got a flu shot every year, and she saw that, and she said, "Dead name, I'm sending you home." And I said, "But why though?" And she said, "Because you're sick." And I at the time I was bummed because I really needed the money, but like, and I was just like, "Yeah, I get it, and that should have been a sign to slow down a bit."
Seriously, I really hope you elect what's his name?
Bernie.
Bernie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
If not, we can just
I mean
Bloomberg 2020.
that's ridiculous.
um,
that healthcare
yeah.
system of yours, it's
Absolutely.
your whole
Wealth
political
care.
system is ridiculous, but that one is really, really ridiculous.
Yeah.
You're the only one in the West
Yeah.
We're number,
that
we're number
don't
one.
impose prices on pharmaceutical companies, and don't like. There are other Western countries that have private insurances, but they don't
Yeah.
have the right to refuse clients.
Right. I mean, I have Medicaid. I have Medicaid that I live in a blue state and I have Medicaid, so I'm better off than I might be elsewhere. But like, it's still not perfect. I can only get a new pair of glasses, for example, every 2 years. I can get an eye exam every year, but I can only get a pair of glasses every 2 years.
Well, you don't need 2 years. Is fine. You're young.
Not if you're as clumsy and accident prone as I am, because like once again when I was working at my last retail job, they fell off, my glasses fell off my face and they broke. Thankfully I was due for a new pair, but like if that happened like frequently, then yeah, I'd be kind of shit out of luck.
In
Yeah, but
France,
Julie-
we can change glasses every year.
Yeah, I was about to say, Leto, as a European, watching America call Bernie Sanders a communist is amazing.
Yeah, that's the guy is barely a leftist. He's a leftist, okay, but it's not.
But the House did, or the Senate did vote on the bill to condemn Bernie Sanders' statements about Fidel Castro.
What did he say about Fidel Castro?
He said that he instituted a successful reading program.
Yeah.
Well, he did.
Yes.
I mean, Cubans have a better education programs and healthcare than you do. So
yes.
I guess that's one of those things where it's true, but you're not supposed to say it because.
As much as I hate tankies, I mean,
Yes.
the Cubans are way better off than you are. So
Yeah.
I'd shut the fuck up if I was those people who are trying to shut Bernie up. But
yeah,
I mean, that being said, I will echo something that the wonderful Marty said once, is that Bernie should try and play the politics game and try being a little more palatable.
No, he should swing left.
No, but in appearances, I mean, so that I would hate for him to miss the nomination just because he doesn't say the right words. You know what I mean?
I get it.
I'm not saying I disagree with him. I'm saying you live in the country you live in. You're in America. You're not.
Well, they're never going to like him. He's
you have
Jewish.
to have a strategy if you want to win. And that doesn't mean, I'm not talking about the Democrats, okay? Forget them. But Bernie should try and be a little more palatable. That doesn't mean being less left. He should be more left, but talk more center, if that makes sense.
Fair.
All right. Now, before we run out of time on the record for the podcast
Yes.
part, I want to remember to thank our Patreons.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you to
Thanks,
Eli
Adrian.
and Lisa and Squirrel and Fonrek.
Thank you.
Thank you, patrons. You make this
We love
possible.
you.
Love you, patrons.
And I also want to leave us with a little bit of surprisingly good news coming out of Greece.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah, a group of 5 neo-Nazis from Germany and Austria landed on the island of Lesvos amid the migration crisis.
Mhm.
And one of them was sent to the hospital after they provoked locals.
what?
Oh yeah, I think I saw this on my Facebook feed. Yeah.
I just shared the link to it in the chat from keeptalkinggreece.com. It opens with a picture of a bleeding neo-Nazi, which is a happy maker.
Marty, you're here.
Marty!
Yep, that's a picture I saw of the bleeding Nazi. And hello, Marty, after Nazi, party hardy with Marty.
Shut up, I'm kissing Marty.
In your butt, in your butt.
No, I'm not kissing Marty in her butt. Don't start.
Yeah, we haven't played the game yet either. If
No, we haven't.
What game?
Fishy
Do you have
Fishy
something?
Freakout.
Fishy
Do you have
Fashy,
something
yes
this
I do.
week, John?
Mhm.
Oh,
Made it a point to hunt a few
Oh,
things
yeah,
down
I
last
remember.
night.
Mhm.
yeah. I wanted to say something and I forgot. It wasn't
About
that important,
neo-Nazis?
I guess. No, not about neo-Nazis.
Marty, about Fishy Fashy.
No. Just ignore me.
That's okay.
About kissing butts.
Kissing butts.
No, not about kissing butts.
Or butts.
No,
This is
Jamie is into butts. I'm into boobs.
True.
This is a channel. This is a stream of mature adults.
Since when?
Penis.
Boobs.
Butts.
Well,
So
back to our talk earlier about mountains.
I have
All
quite.
downhill.
I have some good news too. Well, good-ish. I don't know if you all saw, but Polanski won a Caesar, which is the French equivalent of an Oscar.
Oh, yeah.
And that provoked riots in Paris, and that makes me very happy. That
Didn't
people are
the
rioting
person who
over that.
introduced it ask the people not to applaud for him because he's a rapist?
Yeah, and she's being blacklisted by. She's an actress, and she's being blacklisted by all agents in France. But a very powerful agent in the US signed her. So
Yeah,
Good.
there you go.
okay. But yeah, that was mostly the riot that was pleasing me. I didn't think people would riot over Polanski because
It was 50
people
years ago
are
that he ran away.
usually very accepting of that kind of thing. Look, Woody Allen and
I hope.
what the fuck, live chat, for fuck's sake.
I should have let Kinado stop, but then I started to type boobs. So, like, whatever Kinado was typing.
and boobs.
That penicillin with boobs.
So, yes, penicillin with boobs.
Well,
Penicillin.
boobs do dispense immune stuff to babies, so that kind of actually is true.
Penicillin is an antibiotic. It's not an immune stuff.
True, but just shut up.
Is Woody Allen going to jail though?
Nope.
But
I just have hopes and dreams.
yeah, but
No,
some
he's rich in America. Of course not.
Mylene says you
Wow.
have to separate the man from the artist. Yeah. She's joking, by the way. I'm
she is a friend of Leto, so yes.
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 Harvey Weinstein's going to jail.
Yes, he is. He did get
Yes.
indicted on 2 counts.
How
Oh, yeah.
has there been a sentencing? Because
No,
he
he's
was-
going to be sentenced this coming week
okay.
Yes.
on the 11th.
He could be looking. I think I'm right in saying he could be looking at there's a maximum of something
Almost
like
30
28
years. Yeah, I think it was
Yeah.
29 that I just saw. And then he gets to go to LA to be tried there.
Yeah, exactly. He's not even finished. Like he's
Yeah,
never
the
seen
judge
freedom again.
wasn't he wasn't impressed
By his
So-
fake ass walker.
Yeah, like that's. I mean, talk about fucking ham acting,
Yeah.
pretending to be like this crippled old man. Oh,
Mm.
poor little rapist. Oh, fuck off.
Yeah, Von Weck said Trump could still pardon him. Oh my God, yes,
Yeah.
he could.
The only way Weinstein's not dying in prison is if Trump pardons him.
I don't think even Trump would do that, would he?
Trump
Trump
is
is
a
a
rapist,
rapist.
too. So
Well, he is. I mean,
And he likes
isn't
rich,
Trump-
famous people, so
I suppose.
he did go on a pardoning spree, getting lots and lots of war criminals and shit out of
yeah,
jail.
but he mostly pardoned racists, not rapists.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I don't know that. I don't. Well, I mean, like, you can never know.
That's
'cause
awful. Oh,
it's crazy, but
for fuck's sake.
like, if Weinstein had come out and said horrible things about like racial minorities as well,
Mhm.
then maybe. I don't know.
Well, if Weinstein donates money to Trump's... No, wait, he doesn't have a charity anymore. To his campaign, then maybe...
Even if he does, I mean, he's Jewish, so I don't think Trump would like him anyways.
That's a point.
Yeah.
Is now whatever he did in the past, Von Rijk, Trump is now fully pandering to his neo-Nazi base.
Mhm.
Pretty much.
Openly. I mean,
Mhm.
I was before the stream. I was arguing with people on anarchist memes about Bernie Sanders because there are still anarchists who think arm reduction is useless. Apparently, well, that Trump isn't worse than any other president, which I'm sorry he is.
He is. It's just like
Of course, Bernie, if Obama was shitty, or
yeah.
I mean,
A lot of presidents weren't great to like.
but there are babies dying in fucking concentration camps. Can we not go with the purity tests right now? Well, you're not a real anarchist if you go voting. Shut up.
No.
There are fucking concentration camps in the US.
No,
Mhm.
Vote
I
for
don't.
someone who will not go on with them, for fuck's sake.
Hey, what I missed? I was
Letrano was telling us about like how she was arguing with like anarchists or something in the Facebook page Anarchist Memes. The link is down below. She's mod admin there, and the anarchists saying you don't believe harm reduction is good, or like Trump is no worse than any of the past like presidents.
oh Lord.
And
Say
telling
harm
people-
reduction is not good. They say electing Bernie isn't going to be harm reduction. And I'm sorry, but I fucking disagree with that.
Yeah.
Well, Leto, it's not even that they're anarchists. These people sound like fucking hipsters. They just want
Yes.
to be cool.
Well, they're mostly white men, to be honest. So
Mhm.
no marginalized folks think that
Mhm.
way. We all know what's at stake.
Mhm.
I'm very, very bread tubey. I'm sorry. I know we should be talking about them, but yeah.
No, we can talk about BreadTube in the
In the
Well, just-
generality. I just don't want to talk about drama
Well, just as-
about individuals, and we can shit talk Peter Coffin all you want.
Well, I was just going to say, I'm not asking anyone to ship it, but just to advertise, tomorrow, Christy and I will be doing our regular show, the Happy Hour. And we're going to be
Right.
taking a look at a video from Vosh, which will be interesting. I'm not asking anyone to
don't-
get involved in any drama there. I'm just saying, if that's a thing you might be interested in listening to, it'll
I
be
don't
there.
suppose.
Oh, yeah,
that,
I
Pardon?
often
I don't
do
sup-
a-
Jamie,
What's
go
that,
first.
Jamie?
I don't suppose that is a video that any red pandas you know gave you.
No, it's
okay.
It's the one he put out of him talking during the Super Tuesday thing, where
Oh,
he tells
exciting. I
a
haven't
white
seen
naked
this
man
one.
tells us what real feminism is.
Oh God.
That's just an embarrassment.
Yes.
Embarrassment to everything. Oh yeah, I put a screenshot of like Undoomed responding to Vosh on Twitter, and I pondered aloud, which one of them would I rather drop a piano onto?
Yeah. Anyways, if you are
Okay,
interested
John.
in that
John.
kind of drama, go watch. Go watch.
Yeah, go watch.
Kevin and Christy video.
Go watch
Tomorrow.
Christy and Kev's happy hour. It
Yeah.
is great. I do want to say, John,
I don't know,
before I let
Cunhado,
you
are
get
you?
away with this, this is too far. This is not a thing that is true. I poked a hole in the condom.
Cunhado is asking if they are BreadTube. I don't know. Are you? I don't know your channel, so.
Canado is a socialist, and he does like videos about dual language in Spanish and in English. But he also co-hosts with Karen and Paul Mugen. Catherine, my apologies. The Socialist Sunday Stream. They alternated on which channel is like hosting, and they like. Yeah. And they have a lot of people like socialists and some anarchists and like
that wasn't my question. My question, Cunhado, are you a white man, who or a white person in general who is
Are you a cunty beardo?
Well, that's
yeah. Are you a cunty beardo? Like,
that's
are you
he's
rich? Are you rich as fuck? And
no, he's
not. No.
Are you all of that while lecturing actually marginalized people who are poor or disabled,
awesome.
or that about their own marginalization, I guess?
No, Happy's badass.
If not, you are not BreadTube.
I actually did a collaboration with Happy last year about asking people not to take part in Eurovision because it was in Israel.
Yeah.
I was being an ass. If they're here in the chat,
usually kissing ass, aren't you?
No, it's Jamie. I'm boobs.
Oh, boobs. Sorry, my bad.
What I meant was, if you're here in the chat and apparently liking what we do, I don't think you are BreadTube.
It's a shame because BreadTube could have been something cool.
Yes, it could.
Actually,
but Cunty Beardo had to ruin it.
Yeah.
Which Cunty Beardo are we referring to?
Peter Coffin.
Yes.
And yeah, because faking a hate crime for social capital is totally something a gay, half Jewish black man would do. I'm so smart.
Oh, yes. He did actually.
Fake hate crime, what now? What?
Jesse Smollett.
It's Jesse, not Jesse.
Oh, my apologies.
Jamie.
Yeah,
no, I mean the whole Lorelei Bailey thing. It broke it.
That's the thing. I still feel so guilty that I tried to defend him on that, but like,
it's not like you were the only one.
What's the fake hate crime? What did I miss?
What?
What's the fake hate crime?
Coffin took the video down, but he made a video last year. Last year there was a thing where Jesse Smollett, an actor on the Fox
Empire.
He was allegedly attacked by some
racist homophobes.
Racist homophobes who who like threatened him with a noose and dumped bleach on him, and so apparently, allegedly, he made the whole thing up, allegedly, and I say allegedly because pretty much the only thing we have to confirm that is a cop's word, which you believe that, then you're
I mean, I don't think it's relevant, to be fair.
But like, so Coffin decided to make a video about how this gay black man obviously faked this hate crime for social capital, because that's what black LGBT people really love to do, isn't it? I mean, that should have been my first red flag. I'm just like,
I mean, that's
I sat there like, what the fuck are you doing?
I don't think. Anyways, it's Cuñado. I agree. It's especially since the self-identifying bread tube are nowhere near anarchists.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, ContraPoint is a liberal cosplaying as a communist.
Yes.
Coffin spends his time saying he doesn't want to have a label. He's just a leftist.
And
the
just
bread book was written by an anarcho-communist. It's an anarchist thing. The bread thing is an anarchist thing. If you're not an anarchist, you are not a bread thing. Okay. Stop stealing our stuff.
It was a fan movement anyway, because like
technically bread is the baker's stuff, really.
Yeah, but Bread Santa is ours, okay?
Oh yeah, and I totally forgot about the NB social capital thing that he legitimately tried to make into a thing, and I'm just like, I mean, by that point I wasn't on Twitter anymore. I was like permabanned, but like when I heard about it, I was just like, oh my word.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyways, should we play a Fishy Fashy? Because
we can do
over
that.
It.
All
Tube could have been awesome, and it's not.
Yeah.
So let's leave it at that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Humanity could have been awesome.
Gypsy Doodle is leaving. See ya.
Bye-bye, Gypsy. And Von Reck, I think, is leaving. Yes.
See ya, Gypsy. See ya, Von Reck.
Bye-bye, babes. Thank you for passing by.
Yes, thank you for stopping by.
Thanks for stopping by.
Oh,
All
stopping
right.
by. It does passing by doesn't mean the same thing?
Nope.
What does it mean?
Not really anything.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Just means like walking past something, doesn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah, really. Well, so like stopping by, I'm stopping here to have a chat, to sit down, have a coffee.
Okay, you understood what I was saying.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, but you're foreign, so we have to correct you and make fun of you.
Shut up and do your game.
All right. So we have 3 people this week, as usual. No real theme. Couldn't find a common thread. But we have Bill Maher, Peter Boghossian, and Charlie Kirk.
Oh, God.
Well, the connection is they're arseholes.
Well, they're fashy, so that's kind of a given.
But,
All right. So Bill Maher told a lie. He reported that death threats primarily come from the far left against politicians and celebrities.
Sorry.
Peter Boghossian.
I apologize for everyone who is wearing headphones.
Yeah, that laugh needs to go viral.
I'm sorry. That's my evil witch laugh.
Yes.
That was
More of a
beautiful.
cackle.
That was like poetry and laughter.
Yeah.
Do you have a good witch laugh?
That's what she just did.
My good witch laugh is just my regular laugh.
Mm.
Yes, me too. That was a joke. That's how I laugh.
All right. Okay, fair. Next story.
All right, so Peter Boghossian, far left. Okay. Peter Boghossian wonders, would the identity politickers care more about curing disease or if it was a diverse group doing the curing. It was just a little thought experiment. What if
Who
people
is
found a
that?
cure? Peter Boghossian, he did the conceptual
Phoenix.
penis hoax
Yes.
a few years back.
Oh God. Okay,
Yeah.
I see who that is. Oh
And
my
so he
God.
did a little
It-
thought experiment asking, would identity politics people like object to a cure for the coronavirus if it came from a group of white men?
Oh
Well,
dear Lord.
interestingly, on that point, because obviously he's trying to back up this nonsense of white supremacy, it seems that the World Health Organization are consulting with the Vietnamese government because they're further ahead in research than anywhere
Mm.
else in the world.
Yes.
How about that?
Does he even know what identity politics actually are?
It's attacking and
He just
destroying
means
white
non-white-
people.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
non-white
So it
people
doesn't
doing
know.
stuff.
Okay.
It's the white
basically.
genocide.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
how any game with a black lead or a female lead is pushing a political agenda. Obviously.
Identity politics is that Tifa Lockhart is wearing a sports bra this time
Hmm
in
Yes.
Final Fantasy VII's remake.
Well, that is
Mhm.
legal. There's no doubt about it.
Id
Yes.
Paul means you want to cut off all the white penises. That's.
Totally. And put them on your mantle.
Hmm
The female characters are now wearing more clothes in these later games, or in the American version of these Japanese games, the skirt is an inch longer.
Okay.
Travesty.
Just to be sure that you are being sarcastic, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Somewhat.
Yeah, but not
yeah.
not as sarcastic as we should be being,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Mm.
Like,
Right,
it's closer to the truth than we should be comfortable with.
Seriously,
No,
my.
That's what
No,
people
but
think
because
Id Paul
I'd
is.
like to
Yeah.
think that everyone in that podcast actually knows what identity politics
Yes.
Oh,
really
yeah,
are.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
What-
executing white people in the town square. Yeah.
Lord.
Shut up, Kevin.
Don, what's the last one? Last one, we're getting off topic.
Well,
Okay.
hang on, just before we get up to that, someone mentioned about the video games. Did you see this week, the quartering? One of my favourite human beings.
Oh my
which I
God.
mean, his favourite, was going about white people were okay when they were invented the video game industry, and I just thought, like Nintendo and shit was from Japan.
Yeah.
Mm,
Like,
Well,
you know
but
that,
Japan
like,
never
Japanese
invented anything.
people
They
are
stole all that from us.
white. Yeah.
Because of course they
It's
did.
just idiocy. And I just thought, but you're just some beardy prick on the internet. You didn't do shit.
Hmm
So just shut the fuck up. Anyway, sorry.
Weirdo.
All right.
Weirdo.
Yes, Tavi says, wait, while we do that, cutting off white penises, can we figure out how to successful penis transplants and give them to all our trans mask friends who want one? Yes,
Yes.
same with boobs, please.
yes,
Keep marching on.
we need penis communism and boob communism. Free movement of boobs.
Preferably without surgery. If we could, I don't know, figure out a trans a transmorphing thing. I don't
Wait,
Transfiguration.
we're
transfigure.
Transportation.
like-
playing a game here.
Well, like a swap me, but for genitals.
Yes.
Like-
Anarcho-Genital-Communism.
Like if I rub my boobs against my trans friend, she can get my boobs, and I don't
Yeah.
have them anymore.
Have you got boob seeds?
Yeah, are you
Okay.
just looking for an excuse to rub your boobs with your trans friend? Because you can just ask her.
No.
Yeah, I often tell one of my really good trans friends that like if we could switch, I'd gladly switch with you, or just donate some. So there's
No, I actually
plenty to go around.
would like to get rid of my boobs without surgery.
Oh, fair. Don, what's the last story that's possibly fake?
The last story. All right, so
Yeah.
we've covered Bill Maher and Peter Boghossian. The last story is Charlie Kirk, who says that we have to build that wall in order to keep out coronavirus.
Okay, so Charlie Kirk wants to build that wall to keep out the coronavirus. Peter Boghossian, what did he say?
Identity politics. He had a thought experiment about Id Paul and curing disease.
And then
Would
Bill
identity
Maher's-
politicers object if white men cured the disease?
And then Bill Maher said,
That game is getting harder and harder.
I might go with
Um,
Isaac again.
Okay, Kevin, you're first.
Well,
Yes.
so the problem I'm having is the last one is so stupid, but I know that Tim Pool literally said that as well.
Charlie
so
Kirk.
It's possible that Charlie Kirk said it as well. I don't know. That's possible. But it seems
Wait,
so
Tim
stupid
Pool,
that-
Tim Pool said that? I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
even surprised that man is a moron, but
Yeah, he said that when Trump builds a wall, you'll be glad because of coronavirus or something. You think, motherfucker, they're getting here on planes. What are you talking about? The wall's not going to do anything.
And it's coming
Although-
from Asia, not
no.
Mexico.
Not as stupid as some people in Britain who were pictured this week travelling on public transport wearing plastic bags over their heads. To try and stop crying. And I just think, I have to live around these fucking idiots. What do you do? This is how you get Brexit. Because if idiots like this are allowed to vote. Fucking hell. Anyway, I'll go with Bill Maher.
Okay. Kevin thinks it's Bill Maher. All right, Jonathan.
What did Bill Maher say? I forgot. We were talking.
He said that
between
death
them.
threats primarily come from the far left against politicians and celebrities.
Oh.
Like he definitely could have said that, but who knows?
So what did you tweak a little bit of? I'm gonna just take a guess, not to use the dice. Peter Boghossian is fake. The second story is fake.
Okay.
David Skog is doing a wonderful sarcasm in the chat by saying, I'm so sad the UK leaves the EU. After what Kevin just said about the plastic bags.
All right.
It's a great way of curing coronavirus or not dying of coronavirus because you'll be dead as asphyxiation first. So, you know,
All right.
positives.
So
It's almost like Darwinism in action, the plastic bag over the head, isn't it? If you're so stupid,
it's
you do that.
amazing. Honestly, it's amazing.
Yeah. Anyway, so
All right.
I'm
enough
kind
my
of
thinking.
stunning that kind of idiocy, to be honest. It's quite, it's
Yeah,
the
it's like-
kind
and
that
that's
is
what we
quite
always used to have-
harmless. So,
Well, we used to be able to point to America and say they're really stupid, but actually,
Yeah.
I don't think we can anymore.
we got it from you.
really
We
don't
learned
think
it by
we've
watching
got-
you.
well,
see
no,
the moral
you
high
have
ground
you have
there.
Boris Johnson now. You can't do that anymore.
Oh god, yeah. Well, it's basically we couldn't even say, well, at least we've got a sensible prime minister, unlike Trump, because we basically got Trump. Oh,
Yep.
That's
Mhm.
smarter, Trump, though.
fuck everything.
They're multiplying.
A deliberate Trump. All right, Jamie
Yeah,
J.
who fed Trump after midnight? All the fucking gremlins everywhere.
Yeah.
All right, Jamie. Which story do you think is fake, Jamie?
I'm gonna say it is the Charlie Kirk one.
Okay,
I'm gonna
Jamie's
guess
going
that it
with
was
Charlie.
actually Tim Pool.
There's that too.
So so far
We have an
the
even
three.
spread.
Okay, so I'm not going to get to say in your butt.
You can still say in your butt for the people who lose.
No, it's not. If I'm not the only one winning, it's not the same.
You weren't going to be the only one to win when Steve Shine was on last week, but I lost always in my butt, in my butt, in my butt.
That's true. But you lost. That's because it was you.
Okay,
Okay.
you're so sad about not getting to put it in anyone's butt. You get to go next, Julie.
I don't know. Honestly, I know I read Bill Maher, and I'm pretty sure it actually did say that. I wouldn't put it past Charlie Kirk to be that stupid, but Kevin talking about Tim Pool is making me doubt. So I will say this is the fake one.
Charlie Kirk.
Yes.
Okay, and finally, Phoenix.
Peter Boghossian.
Peter Boghossian.
Didn't need to think about that one.
Also, Kevin, you're the only one who chose Bill Maher, which means
Yeah.
if you win, you will be the sole winner,
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh,
you will be entitled to yell in your butt, in your butt, in your butt.
Yes, Little gives you that permission.
Well, thank you. I'm honoured. But I
If
think
you
I've
win.
lost because I think I've rumbled the game by saying it was. It wasn't Charlie Kirk. It was Tim Pool. So I now think that's the answer. But I've already given my answer, and it's too late.
Well, since you are now having second thoughts, we'll go ahead and start with that one about Charlie Kirk saying we have to build the wall. He did say that.
Oh,
Yes. Tiny McHateface
well,
said,
Jamie, in our butts.
real Donald Trump should redirect this $7.7 billion coronavirus package toward building the wall. If we let illegal immigrants with diseases flow through our open southern border, Democrats will be at fault. Keep America safe. It's like he's directly channeling 1930s Nazi propaganda.
What the fuck is he on about anyways? The coronavirus comes from China, not from Mexico.
They all look the same to him.
It's bold of you to assume he knows what he's talking about. Very bold indeed.
He
Also,
lives like a capitalist every day.
yeah, he does. He does, Cenk. Absolutely.
No, but I know he's a moron, but come on. Can anyone be that stupid? Well,
But
I guess yes, we have
Mm.
A
to.
clip of him resurfaced
Don't-
this week
Don't,
of him
don't,
before the 2016 election, and he was like a never Trumper back then.
don't
John
ever-
Burns, Tommy Robinson isn't the leader of UKIP.
No, he wasn't.
Nigel
ask-
Farage was, and he quit because of
Yeah.
Sargon of Akkad.
It was Gerald Batten that was the leader of the UKIP and lost the seat.
There's now someone else, and they're about to.
Does anyone knows
They're
who
about to go.
Joseph Lear is? Okay.
Julie, you should never ask someone like that how stupid they can be, because they will accept that as a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Every time we invite you, Kevin, we always have some of your 8 watchers.
No, I
No,
think
no.
these are from last night's stream with Tavi the Wolfess.
Oh.
Yeah, something else had happened there.
I brought the hate watchers to the yard
Yes.
this time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have hate watchers.
You're welcome. You can have my Nazi hangers on.
No, that's
No, we
not
don't want them.
They're
This
not
is
yours.
actually worse. Well, equivalent. These are pro-pedo fuckers.
Yeah.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Ew.
Yep.
Mhm.
Anyways, let's ignore
So
that.
next up, let's go with Bill Maher this time. Nope, this one is the lie. He did not claim that death threats primarily come from the far left.
Oh, yes, he did. What did he say?
He said that they come from the left and the right, and he actually cited some from the right. And then he just claimed that death threats are also
Oh,
coming from the
yes,
left.
that was the thing.
So
Mhm.
he was just doing basic bitch centrism.
Yes.
Yep. And
Well,
I don't know if it's even
he's a
basic bitch.
centrist, so
He
that
took it a little further because he didn't even actually cite any death threats coming from the left. He didn't provide any sort of evidence to back up his claims, but he did
Well,
cite
because
actual
there
death
really
threats.
aren't, are they?
Mhm.
There's the occasional Twitter troll, and that's about it.
Yep.
It's they're like filling cars with fucking bombs and shit,
Yep.
gunning down in Germany.
Yep. Yep. So fuck Bill Maher. And that means Kevin wins, which means in
Yeah.
all your butts.
Yep.
In
But
your
with the
butt,
Brummie
in
accent.
your butt,
Uh,
in your body.
he's the only one who was allowed, not you, John.
You better pay me first before that, in your,
So what was the Bogosian one? Did you just make
Bogosian really did have a tweet in which he, let's see, I will go ahead and quote him directly. Let's see. If a Manhattan Project was underway to develop a vaccine that decreases the number of deaths from a global pandemic, how important is it that researchers are diverse in sexual orientation, disability status, and racial
Does
self-identification?
he know what the Manhattan Project was?
Probably not.
Because that's not really like a fair thing to. That was about killing people, not
Mhm.
saving people.
Mm-hmm. Would you be willing to delay the development of a vaccine by a year? You're unsure of the number of deaths to have more diversity on the research team?
Lord.
Yep.
Why do they think you have to delay stuff to have more diversity? No, I know. Because
Because he thinks brown people are stupid.
brown people and women are stupid. Yes.
Yep.
I know. I
Well,
don't know why I
exactly.
asked because I know the answer. So
If you have women on the research team, they're going to spend too long doing their makeup and putting on shoes and stuff.
yeah, and there
doing
are
research on
going to be a distraction for the guys here with their boobs and all.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Would you
Well, boobs
refuse
get
the
in
vaccine? Would you refuse the vaccine or deny it to your loved ones if the research team was exclusively white, cis, hetero, male, older, and wealthy? Often,
No,
individuals.
but apart from like genocide, we should deny the vaccine to white people.
Often, individuals laud diversity when they think the endeavor is not important. That's why people are clamoring for diversity in academic departments like philosophy, but it's unthinkable in professional sports teams and vaccine research.
Oh yeah, professional sports team is really urgent. Yeah.
Totally.
People have been
God
clamoring
likes
for
sport,
diversity
that's
in
not
professional sports. Fucking Jackie Robinson was 70 years ago. What the fuck?
No, he means diversity as in you have to have special selections to allow any white people in.
Mhm.
We need affirmative action for white basketball players.
Yeah. So Peter Boghossian, an assistant professor of philosophy who's doing less writing and more fucking his students, actually did say that.
I mean, that's the biggest straw man I have ever heard in my life.
The man's a dog turd. It's not relevant. Who cares what he has to say, really?
So Kevin won. He rumbled
Yes.
the actual lie. He didn't fall for the trick he came
Well,
up
to be
with, but
fair,
it never
for one
occurred to
thing,
me to
I'm-
attribute it to the wrong person.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'll do that. That would just make this game way too hard if I started attributing quotes to different people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was bad enough that you managed to had to combine 3 ending no tweets to make the ending no one be the fake one.
Yep.
Oh boy, there's an uncrap on anarchist memes. I get to post my meme.
Okay, go ahead. Yes.
Don't know if I made that one. I'm very proud of it. Okay.
It's a good one.
I still can't believe they exist.
I know. That
Like,
American export,
what are you?
you know,
Yeah.
like anti-vaxxers and
Look, if you want to do feudalism, why take the extra steps?
yeah.
Just do feudalism. Or don't, because it's evil, whatever.
Well, no.
know.
Feudalism was evil because it was personal. Corporations are impersonal. They don't care about hurting you. They just do it for the money.
And
The
but that's
Lord.
why, when I'm being hurt, I care whether the person's doing it in an amoral or immoral way.
Bye, John Burns.
But
You weren't weird in the chat for once. Bravo.
he didn't stay for long.
No, I'm not being sarcastic. He's making progress.
Yeah, there's
Talking about people making progress, I haven't heard heard back from Dusty yet. I'm not sure he's interested, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably not.
That's okay. He's cool.
Yeah,
He can,
that's
do his-
okay.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Fair.
He's too busy with his dog shelter. That's fine.
Not only dogs.
Ooh.
Taking care of the puppers and the kitties.
He has cats and other pets too, I
Okay.
think.
And, yeah, that's. Wish I could do that. If only I had more money and wasn't broken. Here's what it is. The world of academia needs me.
Mhm.
Okay, why are all the pedos coming here? Can we have a short summary of why we are pedos in the chat?
Somebody was trying to suggest that pedophilia was a disability and that we should make
Well,
accommodations.
there's an
on
argument.
the-
What the fuck?
Mm.
Let me just say something in the interest of absolute fairness. There are people who believe that pedophilia is actually a disease and people should get it treated.
A disease isn't a disability.
Yeah, I'm not
You
saying- I'm not
don't. You
saying-
don't have to act on your fucking. Oh my god!
Yeah, that's the
yeah.
difference.
You are not disabled by your sexual impulses. You don't have to follow them. You're not fucking dog. Oh my god.
That's the thing, isn't it? That if someone is attracted to children or animals or whatever, that's one thing, and they should be offered help to deal with that issue. But it's when they act upon it that's the issue, isn't it? Like, that's not a disability. That's being willfully evil.
I wasn't making excuses for it. I was just pointing out that's what people say.
Yeah, but people don't understand what disability actually is. So
yeah,
right.
But yeah,
I
this
mean, that's fair. That's fair.
And so how were they in Tavi's stream? How did they know to come there?
One of them followed me on Twitter and is someone that I was acquainted with and did not know these opinions of.
Yeah.
Oh.
And they apparently they're on some kind of Discord server where this is a popular view, and they started sending out they told me privately that they sent our stream out in retaliation when I banned them for promoting this idea, after telling them that this was not a place to talk about it.
Okay, well, we're ready to ban them now. I just was curious to know. I shouldn't have asked. Actually, I'm disgusted.
Yeah, when there's no consent, it's not a kink, it's just rape.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I want to say too, you are not disabled such that you are incapable of respecting consent and boundaries. Nobody is disabled in that way. That is not a disability.
Yeah,
that
that's
is a
not what
disability
is. Disability is an inability of living a life. Oh my God, I miss words. That's something I will explain one day, how I see that. But
what?
Anyways, I don't want to use the word normal, and it's the only word that comes to my mind. So
typical?
It's the inability to live a normal life because of something, of usually an impairment.
Yo, I'm gonna just post a link in the chat to some fuckery I saw someone say about me in my lurkings around on Twitter. This is just wow.
Why do you keep speaking to that motherfucker? Stop it!
What?
It's just hurting you. That guy is a little shit, and he doesn't deserve your attention.
I'm just this Art the Clarinet Master. I'm just like, boy, basically white. Like, I can say I have a white person voice. No one else gets to say that. Yeah, I did eventually ban most of his like side YouTube channels from my comment sections because he kept trying to waste my time. He kept sea lining, being like, "Oh, well, you didn't say this thing in the exact right way I think you should have." Just like, make your own videos. Bye.
So to talk about, I told you in the private DM that I wanted to talk about mental health.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Kevin, are you up to talk about that, or is that something that is that a subject you have nothing to contribute to? Because I don't want to have a conversation that excludes you right now.
No, that's fine. I mean, I was going to drop out in a second anyway.
Okay, are you watching football?
No, I'm going to go help my father move some furniture. which is a thing
Oh.
that I do now.
At
with my
that
spare
time, oh
time.
no, you are 1 hour behind me. I forgot.
So I'll leave now, and you can discuss that because I don't have a lot to contribute to it anyway.
Mhm.
So, but thank
Yeah,
you.
but
for
you're a
having
white
me.
guy. That shouldn't stop you.
That is true. That is true. I'll be speaking over you in spirit.
Stop telling he's a white guy. He's an orange cat.
I am. Deep down, I am an orange cat.
No.
I know. It takes one to recognize one. Well, I am not orange, but
Wait a minute. Does that mean that Kevin Logan's a furry?
no, we are not furries. We are actual cats.
Okay.
Both those
Yeah.
things can
Shut
be.
up, Jamie.
They can.
I'm furry,
There-
but I'm not a furry.
There is a whole sub portion, a sub segment of the furry community that is ferals, and they that is what they describe having characters that are just an animal, usually a
would that make
talking
you
animal.
So would that be weird then if you fucked that person?
I think in the event that you were thinking of that person as an animal with the capacity to communicate that an animal has, it would definitely be unethical. And it would probably be weird either way.
I'm just going to meow
'Cause
right now.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
Meow.
If you're already
Meow. Meow.
if you're already at
Meow.
the point where
Meow.
you,
Stop it, for fuck's sake. You're dirtying everything.
where you are sleeping with furries, you're already dedicated to being weird.
We're just kittens. Stop it.
Exactly, I'm innocent. If you need me, I'm going to be in the corner licking my balls.
Yes.
So I want to say
Go
real
lick
quick
your
that
balls.
being a furry isn't a sexual thing.
True. Very
It can
true.
be. Right?
I mean, you can do lots of things sexually, but it's not a sexual thing to draw characters that are animalistic.
Right.
No, that's fine. I'm just-
There are many valid furries. Like
Yes.
Patchwork Heart. Patchwork Heart
Yes.
is valid.
Patrick Hart is an amazing comrade kitty.
Yeah.
Who?
They are a YouTuber that Phoenix actually supports on Patreon. They did good work.
Yeah, they're an artist. They're disabled and non-binary, and they make really nice art. They used to be a member of the Brony fandom.
Oh God.
Yeah. One of the creeps in the Brony fandom targeted them, and a Brony YouTuber I used to really respect is one of the first people who got my attention on Patchwork Heart, and they make really great content. They make a lot of content about mental illnesses and mental illnesses and mental health conditions, and about how
That's
autism
nice.
speaks sucks, which is lovely. Yeah, so you should definitely check them out. They're a smaller channel, but they make good stuff. It's really nice.
Oh God. Sorry, Mylin just sent me a picture of food. Oh.
Oh,
She
you hungry?
made French fries and some kind of plant protein with some kind of sauce. She's a
Ooh,
vegan, and
French-
she. Oh my God,
I-
that looks amazing! Oh,
You had me at French fries, sis.
Okay, well, I'm going to.
yes,
I'm
fuck
gonna-
off, Kevin. Go
Bye-bye.
lick your balls.
Bye, Kevin.
Bye,
Thank you for
Kev.
having
Thanks
me
for
on.
stopping by.
Thank you for
No,
coming.
Bye bye. I'm sorry, I shouldn't open pictures that I am sent while on the stream, because if it's food, oh my God. I'm kind of, mental illness, eating disorders. Yay! Yeah, what I wanted to say, and I already told you, but this is something I want to say to an audience, is stop acting like I've seen memes on Facebook saying, well, I wonder why millennials are all depressed, and the response is, well, capitalism and the planet is dying and blah blah blah.
Must be cell phones.
None of that is a cause for depression. Depression is an illness.
Yep.
All of that isn't helping.
What does help is community care.
But it's really not helping. Let's be clear.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I have
a lot of environmental causes can make a lot of illnesses worse, including depression. But acting like it's the cause of it is really harmful, because it plays into the discourse that you just have to make an effort, Depression is an illness. The cause of depression is chemical imbalance in the brain, and you can't treat it by taking a walk in the woods. Okay.
Yeah, and remember, if your brain can't make its own serotonin, store-bought is fine.
Not everyone responds to antidepressants. There are people who respond better to talk therapy than to antidepressants. But what I mean is the discourse that capitalism causes depression is super harmful.
It exacerbates depression.
Definitely,
it exacerbates not only depression, it exacerbates a lot of illnesses, including depression. But I mean, that's beside the point.
That's why I'm very much against just saying, oh, it's all because of capitalism. Oh, it's all because of toxic masculinity. I'm not.
We have to abandon the idea that depression is not an illness like any other.
Right.
The depression is not caused by environment. It is, like a lot of illnesses, sensitive to environment. It can be worsened or bettered by environment.
Ameliorated.
Yeah. Ameliorated. But
that's cool. Onto that. Ameliorated.
I mean, what I want to say, it plays into a narrative that is super harmful. And I wish people would stop doing that. Even if I sense Jamie, who has a background in mental health, wants to say something that is going to contradict what I just said. Go for it.
I was actually going to say, even in situations where like, if you see something that is like, that there are cases where people, purely because of environmental concerns, sink into deep life impacting depression, like through grief because of loss of a loved one, or because of trauma, or I mean, any number of different things can cause that. Like, there is such a thing as temporary disability, and it is still disability. It is still disease. It is still a condition, a health condition. And people need to stop acting as though you either have real depression that's permanent and just gets better and worse depending upon environment, and this quote unquote fake depression that's just caused by life circumstances. That's exactly why I put that in quotes. Yeah,
it's called a depressive episode, but it's just as valid as chronic ones.
Right. And
just because it's not chronic doesn't mean it's not real.
It's still a disease.
People
it's
actually
still a disability? Yeah.
Do people actually think it's fake because it's not chronic?
They think that
They think it's fake and they
considering
look for
it-
any excuse.
Some people
Is
think it's
breaking your leg fake because it's not chronic? It's completely stupid.
Well,
Uh,
I could say something about that, but I don't want to because yeah. But yeah, there's like, I think
That's yeah. No, sorry. That
I think a problem is like there's a big stigma in our society in talking about mental health in general. Like people, like people don't think it's real. People say it's all in your head. It's like, oh shit. it's
no,
a
but
mental-
I agree with that.
mental
But
illness.
I'm talking about people who don't think like that.
But I mean, like, what I'm getting to is like, so like when we have, so, like, it gets people to take like mental illnesses not so seriously, but then it also needs people to take like the negative impacts of mental health that just basic life can have, like grieving or like stress or like just daily stress or like what have you, like Bill Maher, who we mentioned in one of his comedy routines, he went off on this tangent against Big Pharma because of course he did, because he's so rational, about how like people are taking medication for stress. He was just like, stress is life. I have good days, I have bad days. I never have a no stress day. It's just like, good Lord. Like,
I mean, to come back to the parallel with, I don't know, breaking your leg. That's saying that capitalism caused depression is like saying that falling, I don't know, falling on the ground caused your pain. No, falling on the ground caused the break of a bone that causes pain. It's still, you know what I mean? It's not a direct consequence. I don't know if I make. I don't know if I make sense, but I don't. It's a narrative that is harmful and false and stupid, even for not chronic depression, that is caused by.
I mean, I could throw this out there because I have I have a lovely broken leg right now, so like I could throw out like I put
No, but I'm just talking in the abstract here, that
I mean,
people
I
understand in general that when you break a leg, the pain comes from the broken leg, not from the fact that you have fallen. You know what I mean? Why don't they understand that for mental illness? I mean, even if you have depression because one of your loved ones died, you still have depression because the death of your loved one caused a chemical imbalance in your brain.
That was kind of what I was saying.
Oh, okay.
People don't understand it because they don't see it. Because like they think if it's not like visible, if it's not like, oh, this person has a missing arm or this person's in a wheelchair.
No, I know, but that's the kind of shit I expect from assholes, not from leftists and anarchists and people who actually understand what ableism is. If I was so eager to talk about that, it's because I've seen people post that I was really,
I mean,
not expecting to think that. I don't know.
I mean, I can kind of speak to this because this is kind of what I went back to school for. People like to name the problem or name what they think is the problem. People don't want to talk about solutions to the problem, whatever the problem is. Like,
no, but I think people are just super ableist, and it's something we really need to tackle. Because shit like capitalism causes depression is super ableist. And
can I finish, please?
Yes, you can, but yeah, I think you're going on a tangent. But go ahead.
I do that sometimes. I'm sorry. It's just like, I think a thing with a lot of these people is that they don't want to think that they're part of the problem. But it's like, if you are being part of the problem, then maybe you should recognize it so you can actually learn from it and do better. Yeah.
But they're not.
they're not, and like that's why they're kind of a problem. That's why I'm just kind of at this point I'm kind of like, if you just want to navel gaze, you just want to tell me like I'm part of the problem. Shoo, go away. I don't want you here. I left basically left a kind of tongue-in-cheek comment on my community tab a few weeks ago. Like, if you ironically use the term woke school, go away. This channel is not for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I lost your tangent right now. Sorry. Yeah, anyways, I just wanted to say that because I think it's important to recognize ableism on our side. And
that's what I'm making. That's what I want to talk about during Ableism Month, because like, as much as I hate ableism, no matter who it's from, I expect it from people like the scumbags I used to regularly cover on my channel, like Undoomed or whomever else. Like, I expect it from them, but like, I don't expect people who say they care about justice to be like that. Like, one of them who will not be named dropped the R slur several times when talking about a transphobe, and I guess he thought because he was talking about a transphobe that made it so it's okay, which no.
Well, anyways, I mean, we
That's
need to talk about that because that's not helping. And posting stupid memes about how capitalism causes depression is really not helping. So please, babes, don't do it.
maybe that could be something else I covered during my ableism videos.
Also, don't rant about Big Pharma. That's not helping.
Yeah, absolutely not. Like, I'm on meds. I do better on them. I'm glad I'm back on them.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about
I know you're
people in general. We see a lot of people bitching about Big Pharma on the left. And honestly, yes, the pharmaceutical industry is fucked, but we need it. So stop it. We're not going to stop taking meds just because the industry is fucked. We need it to survive.
Yeah,
for fuck's sake.
I've been down this road with not with leftist YouTubers, but with vegan YouTubers who are all about like, just carb up and you'll be healthy, or like just look on the bright side. Like, there's every cloud has a silver lining. Stay positive. Every day above ground is a good day. It's just like, shut up. You're not helping. Like, it's just like, I mean, I've noticed a lot of like repeated patterns in leftist like YouTubers that I've seen in vegan YouTubers before, and it's just like, their hearts are in the right place, but they're just like screwing up, and they don't want to hear that they're screwing up. So like, I just basically have to make videos of my own talking about.
That being said, I don't think YouTubers are a very good subject, a very good study subject, because they kind of all have some kind of little star complex.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, frequently it's putting it nicely, some random geek. No one gives a shit is more appropriate, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of leftists give me shit because I don't go voting, but there's stairs to go voting. So fuck it. I'm sorry, but fuck it. That's not normal.
Your puppers on loose upstairs.
No, Cuñado, my point is saying fuck Big Pharma is not helping. If you have solutions, if you propose solution to make it better, of course it's a good discussion to have, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking I don't know if you know the type, if you are not on antidepressants, for instance, because it's mostly about antidepressants. But the kind of people who will say fuck Big Pharma when you say like your doctor has upped your meds because you needed it or something, that's not helping. Of course, if we could do without, we would. it's not fun.
Yeah.
Taking
That's
meds, honestly, the amount of meds I'm taking right now because I've been upped on my antidepressant is ridiculous. I really don't want to take
Yeah.
that much meds.
I
But
hear- I mean,
if I don't, I'm suicidal. So
Mhm.
that's. I think maybe if we go on that territory, we should big trigger warning, maybe.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be sure to put trigger warnings on my videos and on the things I write about, like.
Well, but
depression.
we're live, so it's complicated. But you know,
Yeah. I mean, like, if I do a live,
meds keep me alive. So as an anarchist, I'm really pissed that I have to give money to the pharmaceutical industry, and I don't want to take meds, but that's how it is.
yeah, it's like I had to take 16 killers every day, like in the first few weeks when I had my leg in this, after I broke my leg, just so I could stop feeling I was gonna die every day.
That Cuñado is your experience as someone who is mostly able-bodied, I think. Maybe I'm talking out of I'm full of shit now. I don't know you, so, but my experience as someone who needs meds on the daily is most people who wants to send big pharma to the gutter are people who don't need beds. Mostly. Actually, it's easy to say, well, fuck big pharma when you don't need them to survive.
Mhm.
You know, and it's very reminiscent of primitivism. That fuck big pharma discourse, and it really irks me the wrong way. That I don't know. What are we supposed to do when we need meds to survive? You know, that's so yeah.
So the target of those means should not be like on something like your doctor is prescribing you more meds. Oh, that's bad. No, that's good. It's prices are up on like insulin or up on like EpiPens and stuff like that, which we are blaming the system of capitalism for doing that.
Right, and I also
you're blaming the sorry, just 1 minute, Jamie, after I shut up and you talk. But that prices issue is only true in the US, okay?
True. Yeah, that's true.
Most countries impose prices on the pharmaceutical industry.
I want to say that generally speaking, when people are discussing big pharma, they're discussing the political lobbying group in the United States.
Yes, who is keeping us off of Medicare for all.
Yeah, I'm not from the United States, so I don't really care about that when someone says fuck big pharma on a post I made to say I'm happy my doctor upped my meds because I'm not suicidal anymore.
Okay.
Okay, I don't care about your cultural bullshit in that context.
That's fine.
That's not something I want to hear. I know it's fucked up for you. It's not fair that you have to pay so much for meds. But the issue isn't really the pharmaceutical industry in that instance. It's your system, because most other countries actually... Oh, goodbye, Jamie. I'm sorry.
Later, Jenny.
Hey, Jamie.
Bye-bye, Jamie.
Yeah, anyways, impose prices on meds.
Mm-hmm.
And suddenly big pharma, quote unquote, isn't such a big problem anymore. It's still a problem. Don't get me wrong. There is a lot of issues with the pharmaceutical industry, but again, telling people who need meds, fuck big pharma is really not helping. Please don't.
Nope.
Was my point.
I mean, I get it. Maybe I should. Maybe I should make a video, just a brief video that's just like meds are good, and here's why. Keep you from hating yourself. I don't know. It's just thoughts going through my head.
Sorry to be obtuse, Cuñado, but you know that's what chronic illness does to you sometimes.
Do that. Excuse me.
It's
tired.
not I got mine. Fuck you. It's. I'm sorry, but I shouldn't be responsible. Yeah, whatever. I don't want to deal with that now.
I'm just
When
thinking
you
about how much-
express happiness of not being suicidal anymore because you have the perspective of a better treatment for your illness, and that someone comes and says, fuck Big Pharma, I'm sorry to be obtuse about that, but fuck them. Really. I really don't care where that comes from. I don't care about the context. Fuck them. Don't do it.
That is why you need to have a spray bottle. It's like.
Well, in real life, I could just use my cane in their legs.
Well, yeah, so could I, but like, I don't really need when I end up with 6 scoring shots in my back because you can't be a black purple person and just go around hitting people with your mighty cane of justice, no matter what they did, because then you're the baddie.
This is America.
Well, not only America, but
True.
Yeah,
it.
there's been a lot of police brutality in Canada. I've noticed. Those people were supposed to be friendly. Ew.
No, but for real, a lot of Americans think your national religion is Christianism. It's capitalism.
Yeah.
And
it really is.
Right.
I mean, companies have more rights than women in your fucking country. So
Yeah.
Like corporations are
honestly,
people
as
too.
a French person, I don't get why you're not rioting left and right, and I don't get it. Your
The police
patience,
are militarized.
our is militarized too.
Yes, we don't have like strong union network, so it's
Yeah,
like
I think that's the issue.
yeah, it's just like
But
Yeah,
create it.
yeah, we should work on that.
You
we're
can do
also-
it. That's something you can do.
We're also,
Unionizing
like-
and creating unions is something you can actually do.
And we're also like alienated from each other. It's like
Yeah.
That's why
And
I
atomized.
That's why I like to emphasize the use of community care, and I actually want to make more videos about like the concept of community care and different manifestations. I
Yeah.
actually have a poll going on my community tab. Like, would you like to see me do a video about how community care could look in terms of promoting veganism? Like, a lot of people want to see that. It's like, yeah, there's in some bigger cities, like in Baltimore, there's a Thrive Collective, which is like a collective to educate people living in the city about healthy diets, making healthy food more accessible to them, and stuff like that. So, excuse me, that's something I definitely want to do more of. Like, I don't want community care to be my version of social capitalism, just something I sputter out when I'm trying to sound like woke.
Social capitalism doesn't exist. Fuck that cunty beardo. That's all I have to say.
It annoys me because social capital is actually a term used in my actual field of study, and like it actually means something, and like it's not just something you wrote out to sound smart. Lord.
Well, Cuñado, it's what the US is really lacking. I mean, when I say as a French, I don't understand how you are not rioting. It's not. I don't mean that we are better than you. I mean that it's become in our culture to not accept shit. You know, and Yeah, I don't know.
Unfortunate
It's.
thing.
I think you're very compliant, and as a people, I mean, not you as
Right.
individuals. As individuals, I know you're not, but
I mean, it's like we're
yeah,
trained,
you need unions,
trained to do that. Trained from the
and you need to
crazy-
normalize unionizing too, because that's
The interesting thing, a coworker, a friend, hates unions because a teacher union protected a bad, abusive teacher who was verbally and physically abusing kids in class from being fired. So that's why she hates unions, because of this one instance.
what?
She hates unions
No,
because
I heard you.
but that's why she hates unions, and yet she also complains about how she hasn't gotten a pay raise except when the government's actually increased the minimum wage. It's $16 in Seattle.
For a teacher? Oh no, the minimum wage. Okay. Oh, that's quite good actually.
Quite good. Seattle's still an expensive city to live in. My rented.
Yeah, sorry, I always forget your country is way more. The cost of living there is higher than here.
I think I look. It's like it's well
here. The minimum wage it's 9 something, but the cost of living is not in Paris, for example, but the cost of living is generally like my current apartment is like 50 square meters. So it's we calculated the other time that was 200 something square feet, and it's 650 euros, and it's quite expensive.
It's yeah, for this apartment the rent's going up, is only going up by $20 a month, so it's just like, okay, if we can easily afford that. It's $18.15 for this 3-bedroom apartment for a single studio.
God.
And if I'm not in Seattle, I'm in one of the suburbs. I'm not going to say,
yeah.
But
yeah,
just
so it's expensive. Yeah,
just for 1 bedroom.
No, that was to compare. Who is Michelle and who is this Zoomer? What?
It was the Zoomer person was the person we banned.
And who is she?
I am not familiar with like a Zoomer.
Well, leftover.
We need to make sure the Zoomer person doesn't become the leader of the anti-dirtbag movement. They are genuinely problematic. I think Michelle is saying that Zoomer is problematic and thus shouldn't have been hidden.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, I am kind of not trusty with people we don't know. I don't know where they come from, so.
Well, I can vouch for like Travis Wolf because like Jamie J did the stream with like Travis.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about that person.
Michelle.
Yeah. Anyone?
Do you know them, Tavi Wolf? Is this something you know?
Yeah.
Well, Amazon workers in France are unionized.
Yeah, actually, like a lot of like walkouts have happened at like Amazon like warehouses. Teachers have like strike, and there's always
and not just
happening.
in France, in Spain too. In a lot of European countries, a lot of Amazon workers are unionized.
Well, you're forcing the price up, and we Americans have to pay for that.
Don't be sorry, Lefto. I thought the same. So unless Tavi tells us they know who they are, and I don't know. Anyways, yeah. The problem isn't Amazon. Well, yes, it's Amazon, but the problem is the culture in the US that thinks that you don't have to be unionized and that unions are bad.
And sometimes I don't know how to convince people.
Because yes, Amazon is shit.
Yes.
But Amazon workers in most of European countries are well better off than Amazon workers in the US. And, you know, you compare apple to apples and you understand that the issue is no unions.
Yeah.
And yeah, Spain, it's like Spain is like the paradise for French bourgeois because the costs are very low compared to France. And Spain is kind of the third world of Europe, if that makes sense. It's not what I think, it's how it's treated. Yeah, but Mithril, is it legal for Amazon to fire someone because they are unionized? Because it's illegal in France.
Yeah,
Yes, I
everybody-
remember Cuñado. It was a strike that was worldwide, actually, but not a whole lot of country followed it. It was mostly Spain and France and maybe the Nordic countries. I don't know. I mean, we are the rebels of Europe, let's be honest. France and Spain.
I was already signed up for Prime, so that's why it's just like, no, I'm keeping it.
I've been signed up for Prime forever, so I keep delivery coming in, deliveries of things.
Oh, you don't deserve to be called pigs. Pretty sure you don't eat your own shit.
Eggs are friends, not food.
Yes.
Yeah, well, they still eat their own shit, and no one should be compared to them. No people should be compared to them.
Rabbits eat their own shit too, but nobody cares because rabbits are cute.
Well, they are. You can deny it. Pigs are not.
We're not forming the hierarchies amongst other animals.
Pigs are adorable, and rabbits are adorable, and they also eat their own shit.
Have you ever seen a pig in real life?
Yes, I have.
An adult one?
Oh yes.
They are not adorable. They're fucking scary. They will eat you.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are. Yes.
Stop
it. That doesn't mean, just because they aren't cute doesn't mean we should treat them like they are treated. But they are not cute.
The face is not listening. The thing is, I go to Poplar Springs Animal Sanctuaries Thanksgiving with the turkeys semi-annually, and the pigs
no, they're not friendly. Stop saying that.
They're not. They're not exactly friendly. Well, they are.
No, Cuñado in the chat just said that pigs are friendly quadrupedal folks. No, they're not friendly. They will fucking eat you if you let them. If you give them a baby, they will eat it. They're not friendly. They are not nice. They are not cute. They are, however, highly intelligent.
Julie, did a bunch of pigs kill your family or something?
Someone says that Discord noise is highly disturbing. And Nagrega said, I thought it was my Discord. I don't hear
Yeah. Sorry.
Discord noise.
Like I was saying, the pigs at the sanctuary, they're very large, but they are very sweet, and they like to. One year when I was there, I didn't know why, but they were sniffing my purse.
Mitchell says, Letos porcophobia is famous here. I don't hate pig. I like pigs. They're really smart. I just don't think they're cute, is all. I don't need animals to be cute to think that they shouldn't be killed.
It was kind of cute how they sniffed my purse, and I didn't know why until I got home and realized that over the past few days I had been.
Someone is telling me to stop being speciesist, and I will. I don't know you, so I don't know if you're joking. So
no, I know Comrade D-Quack.
They were in the Tavi stream last night.
Yes.
Are they joking?
I had been subconsciously hoarding clementine oranges in my purse, and that's why they were sniffing it, because they wanted the oranges.
Yes, but are they joking?
Actually, one
I
of
think
them.
that's
If
okay.
they're a friend, I can tell them to go fuck themselves. Then.
Actually, one of the pigs reminded me of my late dog Skylar. May she rest in peace. She was like kind of the alpha pig. Like so she would go for the food, but then when the younger pigs would want to get some, she would like snort / roar at them, which was like it was a little scary, but it was kind of epic too. Just like,
No, I
wow,
get it.
Respect.
I think chicken are cute, even though they will eat you too if you let them.
Chickens. Yeah,
I guess cuteness is in the eye of the beholder, but
I used to sponsor a chicken at Poplar Spring. Who, when they were first rescued, the rescuers thought that she was a girl. The next year, I came back to visit Casey, the name of the chicken, and turned out Casey had grown up into a very handsome rooster. So that was, yeah. I like chickens. My mother doesn't like chickens. He says they and all other birds don't look right. Her words, not mine.
But to go back to the speciesism,
that's racist.
That's speciesism is not a thing. I don't think it's a thing.
I think you should read what some people say about it. Like there's this book Afroism, which is awesome, and I recommend everybody read it, by two sisters who are they're Black feminists and vegans who they write about speciesism and how speciesism how racism is connected with speciesism and speciesism is connected with racism, and they actually make really good points about that. I definitely recommend anybody read the book. I'll write the title in the chat.
No, but what I mean is humans are superior to animals. We have superior brain capacity, which is why we, unlike other animals, have the fucking choice to not kill them to eat.
You say that even though you're on YouTube, and you should know what people are like.
Yes, people are assholes, but they have superior cognitive capacities. They choose to be assholes. I'm sorry, but a tiger can't choose not to kill a prey. We can. We should.
Have you met War Corpse?
I don't care about War Corpse.
Don't know about
War Corpse isn't the representative of the human race species. Anyways.
I think that could be argued that any one of us is a representative of the human race, and
and War Corpse, as moronic as he is, has a choice to not. He can choose not to kill, to eat. Other animals can't. I'm sorry, but I'm not saying that in the sense of a value judgment. When I say superior, I don't mean better. I mean that we can fucking choose. They can't. That's something that differentiates us. And acting like we are not different from other animals, I don't think it's helpful. Mm-hmm. And because if that was the case, if we were the same, we wouldn't have a choice, and veganism and vegetarianism would not exist. We wouldn't even think about it, but we think about it because we are not the same.
This is reminding me about.
That doesn't mean I think, just because I think we're superior, quote unquote, on that front, I also think other animals are superior to us biologically, muscularly, and all that. But that's not to say they are better, or we can choose. We are not the same. And I don't think recognizing that I don't know. It's a hierarchy, but I think it's a justifiable one. So the speciesism to me is a straw man.
Okay. Okay, that's all I'm gonna
I
say.
think
I'm
other
gonna-
animals are inferior to me, and I am still a vegetarian. That has nothing to do with, because I have a choice to not eat them. I don't know if I'm making sense.
Litto, I don't agree with your stance. I just don't.
I'm just being
It's
reminded-
your, you
I'm
have
just
a
being
right,
reminded-
but
I'm just kind of reminded of why I really need to make that video. It's been marinating in my brain for years about why leftists should be vegan and should embrace animal rights.
Yeah.
But y'all will have to wait for that.
I mean, we can still have a conversation. Just because for once we don't agree doesn't mean we can't have a conversation.
I mean, no. I mean, I get where you're coming from. I hear this. I hear these kind of arguments often, even from other vegans. So like, don't think it's just because you're not vegan that.
I think Cunhado says we are different, but none is superior. I disagree, but I think we.
Okay, no, I think you're
we are
valid.
disagreeing on definition here of superior.
Yeah, because why are you equating the brain power or the ability to choose to make one superior over the others?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying our cognitive abilities are superior to the.
She's not using superior in the sense of better or like morally superior. But
No, I mean it's
capable.
We have a greater. Oh my God.
What if
our cognitive ability is greater than those, is more developed than those of other animals. Is that more acceptable?
But here's the thing: that kind
vocabulary.
of
I'm not giving a value judgment. I don't mean we are better than them. I mean
Then
our
why do you use the word superior?
Because it's not a synonym with better.
In our language, this kind of is.
Oh, okay.
See, that kind of argument is used like in like justifying ableism and like justified in like disenfranchisement of people of color all around the world, and it's still used as a justification for all sorts of terrible shit that humans do to each other. It's like it's not like this is just something that this is just like something that affects non-human animals. It affects human animals too. That reminds me of another video I've been wanting to make about like a bridge history of human zoos.
See, David Scott says it's not a synonym either. I think
but what if
it's like woman and female in your fucking language? It's an issue with your language, not with mine.
So
okay, so not superior. Okay.
Language?
I don't know which word to choose then. A more developed cognitive ability, is that?
I mean, I get what you're saying. It's just like it's still problematic because it's it leads to like justifications of ableism or racism or what have you. It's like,
but I don't care. I'm not talking about humans against humans.
But
I'm saying humans have a greater cognitive ability than animals, so we are capable to choose to not eating them. I think you were so blocked on the word superior that you're not hearing what I'm saying.
I am hearing what you're saying. I'm just saying that I'm not saying that you're justifying ableism or whatever. I'm saying that this kind of thinking is used to justify ableism and racism and a lot of really bad things that are done to human beings. It's like that's why like we're using this kind of if you're gonna use this kind of argument, you have to kind of tread lightly.
Why? You know I'm not a fucking Nazi.
I know I'm not. I mean, I'm not saying you're a Nazi. I wouldn't say that. Who do you think I am, Lily Orchard?
No, but we are having a discussion. I'm not making that argument to a crowd.
I mean, I know. It's just like but you have to kind of. I don't really have the spoons for this,
Okay.
and I'm out of water.
All right.
I am definitely going to make videos about like more videos. I want to make more videos on veganism because I kind of fell off that wagon last year.
Yeah, more video about veganism, less videos about motherfucker on Twitter, please.
I haven't made a video about him. I blocked him from my comment section for trying
No,
to.
I know. I'm joking.
I was just kind of amused how like he just said basically white. I'm just like, you don't get to you don't get to say that about me. I get to say that about me. You don't.
Mexi is a bitch, and I don't care what she has to say, Cunhado.
Yeah, I feel bad that Mexi's like a coffin stand because I did like a lot of her videos.
I still watch her videos, but like that did irk me. But like, so she's kind of like middle.
I don't care about people watching her videos or what, but
that's fair. Yeah.
Cunhado says there are fantastic videos also from Mexi. I don't care what she has to say.
What did she do? Punch her cat?
She defended Peter Coffin about the rape thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did she ever apologize or?
No.
Yeah, I wonder if she was in the same boat I was.
The video is still up if you want to check it out. It's called something like
Cops, cancel cops or something like that.
Yeah, it's a video about cancel culture, of course it is.
It's just the one video though.
Yes, it's just the one, but it's still here and she hasn't made another video to address it. So I'm on the principle that she still thinks Peter Coffin did nothing wrong when he told rape survivors to go fuck themselves. So yeah. That's sorry, it's a tangent, but yeah, I don't think anyways, I think that's the difference, isn't it, between people who believe speciesism is a thing and people who don't. You draw parallels between the difference between humans and other animals and
I think it's just animals and animals.
What?
What's wrong with like thinking it's just like animals and animals and we all sharing the planet?
Exactly. It's like,
there's nothing wrong with that, but that's not what I'm saying.
I mean, I'm not even like I'm not opposed to things like lab-grown meat. I think
Mexi thinks it's right to tell rape survivors to go fuck themselves. So you can think she's great all you want. I think she's a piece of shit. So we can disagree on that too, Cunhado. People who like to harm animals like to hurt people, but thinking we have higher cognitive abilities than animals and they have higher biological abilities than us is not liking to harm them. It's basic biology. It's a fact.
I think you're putting too much value in certain things, though. That's how I sense it.
I don't put any value on it. I'm just saying we are capable of. Anyways, we are not capable of jumping like a caracal. Okay, and no one would say that there is a value judgment in me saying that. But if I say a caracal isn't capable of solving the same difficulty of problems than us, it becomes speciesist. That's not. Anyways,
I'm just sitting here working on this bracelet or necklace. I haven't decided what it's going to be yet.
Cunhado, where did I say? I said the opposite of what you're saying. I said that because we have higher cognitive capacity, we shouldn't eat them because we have a choice. What the fuck? And it's always the fucking able people who will compare disabled folks to animals. Fuck you.
I've actually pointed this out, and other disabled vegans have pointed out. Like, what's her name? Sonara Taylor has pointed out like that the same kind of logic that's used to justify treatment of animals is often used to justify has been just used to justify like things like electroshock therapy of disabled people, and like in some circles it's still used to justify like treating autistic children like garbage. But I digress. God damn it! Not the kind of beads I want to use from this. Oh, nope, got one left. Quiet.
Yeah. Maybe we should call it a wrap.
Yeah, I gotta get going to like a friend's birthday party. So
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you upset.
That's the same discourse of people who will tell women survivors of rape that if they drink milk, they are rapists too. That's what you're doing now, Cuñado. Fuck you.
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
Oh my.
That's why people hate vegans, you know. That's why.
Oh, man. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for it
I'm
to go
sorry,
this
I'm
far.
emotional, but
No. It's okay. I didn't mean for it to go this far. I was
that's
trying
not
to-
you. That's not you, Phoenix. You're fine. That's the dude in the chat.
yes.
Yeah,
That's-
that was out of line.
I'm okay with you.
Yeah.
I'm okay
Yeah.
with you disagreeing with me. That's not the.
Mm.
So far,
Fine,
I
honey.
was appreciating that conversation, but what was just told in the chat, it went too far.
I agree. It did went too far, Kenyatta.
Oh, Lord.
I mean, it's like that time that white vegan, someone called a black person a monkey, and that white vegan said, well, we are all animals anyway. It's easy to say that when you are never compared to animals.
And yeah, and that goes right back to the lovely human zoos.
I get what you're saying when you say thinking animals are inferior is a way to treat marginalized people bad, but that's not what I was doing.
I get it, absolutely.
No, I know you do. And I truly was enjoying that conversation. It's not,
Yeah, I was
we
too.
don't disagree often, and I don't know, I find it stimulating to talk with people I respect. And anyways, I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. It's
But
valid.
that kind
Yeah.
of discourse truly is why people hate vegan. I'm telling you.
I don't even like. I mean, I try to avoid talking about like the dairy industry as like using terms like rape because like a lot of people
Like, sorry, do it in the chat. I am a vegetarian, you motherfucker. Okay? I'm not trying to justify eating animals. Quite the contrary, I'm trying to explain why we shouldn't eat them, for fuck's sake.
That is true. You are consistent on that, yes.
Yeah. That's,
Anyways, no, but that kind of discourse is very harmful, I think, because even if it's true that we are all animals,
yeah.
we have self-consciousness, something a lot of other animals don't have. And we know when stuff is being used to demean us, in a sense. And
Yeah.
calling black people monkeys is not right. Saying saying that what I said was equivalent to say it was okay to eat disabled people. What the
Yeah.
fuck, dude?
Yeah, that was out of line.
I mean,
I just thought I'd show y'all what I was working on. So far, it's some skulls and wood beads on hemp.
oh, that's pretty.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks. So far, so good. It's either going to be a choker or it's going to be a bracelet or a ankle bracelet, something. That'll probably sell.
No, I think I don't know. I think I lost him when I started insulting Mexi, but I don't care.
Yeah.
She's a rape apologist, and she deserves all I said.
Yeah.
No, I shouldn't cry over that. That's stupid, but I'm a little tad emotional since the cat died. So.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, that's valid. I understand.
You know that kitty that I think hasn't as developed cognitive ability than I am. I still think he was the best thing in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel that way about.
Sorry.
I think about how empty the house feels without Skylar. Even though there are 2 other dogs in the house, like it still doesn't feel the same.
I don't like to lose control. I'm sorry.
No.
Let's talk about kittens or something like that, please.
Mm.
You should do what I do and go to Pet Finder. So like, you can like see kittens within like 100 miles of you, like who are up for adoption.
Oh, that doesn't exist in my country, but there's a Nicobar just next to where I live, and I go sometimes to see kitties.
Oh yeah, I should go to PetSmart more often to see the cats there.
And if you don't know her, there's a channel on YouTube. It's the Kitten Lady, and she fosters premature kittens, and it's the cutest thing in the world. Her last video is about a 3-legged kitten, and oh my god, it's so cute. And his best friend with a piglet.
Helping a very special kitten who can't walk. Is that the title of the latest video?
No, that's a kitten who has swimmer syndrome.
That's a kitten lady with like a 994.
Yeah. She has, the picture is her with a kitten on her head.
Yep, I found it. I'll put the YouTube channel into
So if you want to see kittens, lots of kittens, that channel is amazing, and she does a lot of good things with kittens.
Mm-hmm.
I said kittens a lot. No, that word is weird.
This is a good word. Subscribed. Oh, this cat in her intro video looks like a cat I used to have when I was a kid.
Yeah, premature kittens are the most euthanized cats in shelters, actually, because
no.
they're difficult to. It's too much time to take care of, and so people who foster them are saving their lives.
Yeah.
So if you can foster premature kittens, you just have to be their mama, to feed them, to make them poop.
Maybe this summer when I finally get my own place and have more time.
Yes, they are stupid, but they are very cute.
Stupid is stupid does. David's dog, get back in the corner.
Most cute animals are stupid. Have you noticed that? Smart animals aren't cute, like chickens and pigs.
I think most animals are actually intelligent, but
I know. I'm just saying stupid in the sense of, cats are goofy, dogs are goofy.
Oh, okay.
I remember this quote. I don't remember who it's from, but it's like most animals, everyone is intelligent, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, you're gonna always think that fish is an idiot.
Who said that? Was it
I
Desmond
don't-
It's attributed
Tutu?
to Einstein.
Oh, yeah.
I don't.
Attributed.
I don't know who it was. Yeah, a lot of things are attributed to Einstein.
Oh yeah, hopeful pose. Oh, amazing. And there's a channel that's called Flatbush Cats too on YouTube. It's a couple in Brooklyn that saves a lot of stray cats, and they save adults and kittens alike. So they're pretty amazing. Yeah, I'm subscribed to at least 10 channels of people who save cats and stuff like that. That's my feel good bullshit.
Cat ladies for the win.
So yeah, maybe I think they're a little less smart than we are, but that's not a reason to kill them. That was my point actually. We shouldn't have to think a thing is intelligent to not kill it.
Yes.
Right.
Intelligence is overrated.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I actually do agree with that.
Like, yeah.
That said, we can
Anyways.
kill Nazis.
Yeah, but Nazis are not really,
Not because of their intelligence, but because we're better than them.
we're not better than them. They're worse than us, though. They're worse than everything on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
They're even worse than fucking turkeys. So, and that's me saying that. Not turkeys, geese. I mean geese.
Oh yeah, there's starting to be geese around like shopping centers, like there usually are come springtime. They don't have babies yet, so they're not totally vicious.
I grew up on a farm, and when I was a kid, I had to feed the geese and the chickens, and the geese try to kill you even when you feed them. I swear, they are evil motherfuckers,
Kind of are.
and they are, I don't know, super resilient and muscular. They are super birds, Biologically, they are very advanced, and you can't just beat them a little to make them move away. That doesn't work. They are mean, for real. Anyways, I think animals are dumb, but I don't think we should eat them.
That's fair.
Because we are not dumb and we have a choice.
Why would we eat animals when there are so many rich people to eat? And I mean that 100% unironically.
No, I was joking. I don't think animals are dumb, obviously. I think we are a little less dumb than other animals. Well, not dumb. That's not true. Hence, war corps. That was my point.
Yes.
War corps is dumber than a fucking turkey, and I mean turkey this time.
He is a stupid individual. That's why I like going on his streams. Like he thinks I come there for a debate, but I really just come there to laugh at his stupidity.
Mithril says geese were used as guards in the Middle Ages. That doesn't surprise me in the slightest. I don't know if it's true, but if it is, I wouldn't be surprised. They are mean. Anyway, I'm sorry for the emotional. I think we shouldn't have had this discussion, and that's my fault for going there. But
you're fine. I think Hondo was out of wine. Like
I don't. Yeah, but I don't like making a scene. Well, no, that's not true. I like, but ironically, I like when it's a funny scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess it's in line with the mental health discussion we had before.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I need to wait a couple of weeks for my upper dose to make full effects. I think it shows. I'm kind of emotional, but yeah, that was. As always, I'm afraid of blowing it out of proportions, but I think it was really out of line. But
No, yeah, we agree. Yeah.
whatever I said, I don't think I deserve that.
Correct.
Yeah.
You
Sure.
can call me a bitch and an asshole all you want, but don't go there.
Mm.
I don't think we will be seeing Cunhado anytime soon.
No, I don't think so.
I hope they don't dare to, because yeah, I'm not a very nice person.
Oh, I disagree.
No, I'm not. I'm kind, but I'm not nice.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Oh,
a mean bitch.
I'm told I'm that too. Whenever I don't give shitlords what they want, I'm told that I'm just a mean lady, despite not being a lady.
I'm a lady. Well, no, I'm not. I'm a woman, but I'm really not a lady.
Fair, valid.
Well, that depends in the circumstance. If you put glitter in front of me, yes, I am.
My gender also depends on the circumstances as well. It's mostly man, sometimes MB, sometimes something else.
David says again, not synonyms. Yeah, but I think the Anglophones understand that mean and kind and nice aren't synonyms.
Yeah. That one we understand. Yes, because there are people who.
Yeah, when I was saying superior, I really did not mean better. That was really a language.
Yeah, I understand you now.
Yeah, I know, Mithril. Mithril says we all love you, Leto, but you could start an argument in an empty room. Yes, that's true. I know. They're right.
They're a longtime viewer and a friend.
No, but that's really fair.
Yeah.
And I hope I didn't make Jamie leave.
I don't think so.
Because I don't care about a motherfucker, but I care about Jamie.
Yeah, I care about Jamie too. I think she really just has to go to for something else. I probably should actually go soon too, because it's okay for me to show up late at the birthday party, but I will show up there for my friend. And we also been streaming for.
It's about 3 hours now, so
yeah.
It's the
well,
normal
as
time.
usual.
Yes.
Every week you say, well, it's been 3 hours, like it's a
Like it's
huge
a
amount of
surprise.
time compared to other weeks. But
I think this Leto is correct that Jamie left long before that. We probably were still in the mental health discussion at that time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm
not a good judge anymore. Emotions can be bitches.
I should probably go because I put my last 2 diet root beers in the freezer, and I don't want them to explode. Also, I want to make some vegan mac and cheese. But it was really good talking to y'all, with y'all, and people in the chat. Well, and stay hydrated, and
Oh, take your
bye-bye.
meds.
Take your meds, babes.
Take your meds. Bye-bye.
Bye,
everybody.
Phoenix.
And I'm just going to say goodbye to comrades and potential comrades, and shared links down below.
Indeed. I'm just going to go take a nap. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Yes, you do, Mithril.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
All right.